It is the year 5016 of the Union Era, and the galaxy is home to trillions. At the core of humanity's territories, there's a golden age, but outside of this newly won utopia, the revolutionary project continues. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frozen Rain, a Lancer game with that we are basing off of Sleeping Above a Stolen Crown by Laurie O'Connell. You can find my book. It's a very good book, full of very good lore. I'm, of course, your GM, game facilitator, handler, whatever you'd wish to call me. Uh, I realize what I invite with that, but it's a challenge I will face for the good of everyone. Um, but a note before we continue on further with the introductions. Lancer is at its core a story about humanity and fighting back the evils of the old ages. And so those evils still need to be confronted. The players you see on your screen here each have a direct line to me, but you, the audience, if you're experiencing difficulties, the Savage 21st will be capable of providing exfil at the nearest blink gate at the simplest click of a button should things start to get a little rocky and your structure and stress start to climb a little too high. So, once you've done that, I suggest you take some time, refresh, full repair, and get back in the field when you can. And a note that while I am at the helm of tonight's game, I am not alone at the wheel, as I have a group of industrious storytellers here to entertain you in the mud and blood of the Lancer storytelling system and fight the good fight. If you could, pilots, starting, going from left to right, starting with our most Leonist of Leons. Sorry, there's been more than one this week for me.
Yeah,
Could you
that's
please,
true.
yeah, could you please introduce yourselves, tell the people who you'll be playing tonight, what you're piloting, and what you recall of last mission in a few words for
Yeah.
you personally.
I, of course, am Andrew. You find me all over the internet, typically on our own streaming channel, Lost Caravan RPG. But tonight I am playing Leon Holtz, a aforementioned sad cowboy who just wants to get everyone home safe and just loves all these dang people so much, and yet they're still just gonna get themselves killed every single time. My mech is Dawn's First Light. It is more of a light scout, invisibility, support type mech. And yeah, I think the end of last session, I was standing in a semi flooded room with a handful of like dead soldier dog tags counting in NHP, as you do.
Yeah. Um, Next, I believe is
It's
Philly's
me.
finest. Yeah.
Hello, folks. It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite fox, Philly's finest. And today, I'm happy to reprise my role as the group's rambunctious orc local, Ragey, and his partner, the chivalrous Virtue. Uh, I love this fucking campaign, honestly, and it's so good to be back in the fucking saddle. I can't wait to see what our GM has stored for us today. Uh, I remember a lot of things in terms of looking at stuff and learning things last session, but the thing I remember most is that I bagged another fucking big cat, another big kill. Gotta say, drawn down in megafauna and condors and shit is fun, but nothing gets my blood going like dropping a fucking mech. So feeling pretty good, still riding that high a little bit, and looking forward to hopefully doing some more of that sometime soon. Otherwise, I don't know, let's have a good time tonight. Passing it to my right to I don't know, a person I cannot help but share stories with it sometimes. You know who it is. Come on now.
I know.
It's I, Legendary Vermin. What's up, everybody? I'm Legendary Vermin. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Symbiosis Ads, your local robot lover that who does big old kisses on her mech, aka Old Lace, Arsenic, Old Lace. What a pair. Uh, the stuff I remember from last session is we did a big fight and everybody survived and it was great. It could have been so much worse. Several of my drones got blown up though, which was pretty upsetting. But it looked like we would get some good salvage. And also, we walked down into a basement where our nemesis, the NHP named something that I am struggling to remember because my brain is
Yinavol.
Would you like to buy a vowel? Because there's like
All
not
of
many.
them.
Well, there's more.
It's Yinavol, aka the frigid bitch.
three vowels.
That's a good.
Yeah. We were sitting down in a basement just hanging out, and all of a sudden Yenneval was like, "But what if we murdered the crap out of you by filling this room with gas and exploding things?" That's what I remember. Which of course means it is the turn of the person on my right.
You can't mean me.
I certainly can.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hi, everybody. I'm Meg. Tonight I get to bring back Elena. I can't make it through an intro without laughing. It is just law. Hi, I'm playing Elena Victoria tonight, the commanding officer of all of these guys. Who, well, it was the problem last time. Part of it anyway, as her NHP went into Cascade, and I fought my friends. And then when we went down into the caverns below to find out what secrets await for us, I got blown up in a supply closet. So, karma.
All right. Yeah. So I think we'll jump in just as Sim was beginning the deep dive that would eventually put the fragment of Univault that was engaging with you all to rest. Now, I have two people here in this third room, the big one with all the computers that you were helping to distract.
That's what we were doing.
Now, I think there's definitely a point where you start to see the room returns to a modicum of normality as the focus kind of begins to clearly shift away from you and back to Sim, just as Sim's about to, steal the data and, steal from the gods kind of thing. Dope stuff. Which leaves you all a bit free. Can I ask, in those immediate moments, what would the plan be? Just like sit and check things out. There's two more doors, just in case they're not properly clear. One here and one over here.
Well, dividing the party further surely never goes wrong, right?
I mean, there's a possibility that door connects to another door you saw.
Exactly. So, I think Reggie would kind of like, look at the door to his right, lean back a bit more. You want left?
Sorry. That was to me.
Nope. I think I'm in a
No.
room with Elena, actually.
Yeah, okay. I was right.
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry,
No,
my
you're good,
brain
you're
said,
good, you're
yeah,
good.
that was the case.
You got it.
It's real bimbo hours on
It's
Frozen Rain
massive,
tonight.
massive
Let's go.
bimbo hours today, friends. Be prepared.
Heads are empty. There are no thoughts. Yes, I will take left.
All right. Don't get blown up in there again, huh?
Oh, I sure hope not. My suit is shredded.
Yeah, I don't think you get any more of those. Next time I might shred, you.
Oh, shit.
Right, well, with that vote of confidence.
Sim, I think we've done what we can. She's probably going towards you now.
This is like background information you're in. But also, Leon, you're getting the feeling that you could probably walk through that door without it slamming onto an extremity.
The one to room 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose
The
keeping
door's
everyone...
closed.
together as much as possible would be a good idea.
Yes, keep everyone together.
Mm-hmm.
The door slams you. No, I'm joking. Yeah. So, who would you like to follow?
I'm going with Raging.
All right.
Wonderful.
We'll start with that room because it's relatively quicker.
Alrighty.
That door opens to what is pretty clearly just a transfer hallway. That coming through?
Yep.
Okay, cool. With another door leading to, the conference room. But for Elena, I'm bearing.
Fucking God.
Every session, my name gets said wrong.
Great save. Just folks, class, act, finesse.
The fuck is tact?
It's a weapons manufacturer in the world of Lancer. You probably haven't heard of it.
No, I probably haven't. So, Elena, your door opens into what appears to be some form of holding room, and with these strange full-size glass cases, just about a foot higher than you. And just as you go to step in further, we're gonna jump back to Sim, who now, again, diving into the OmniNet with your haptic suit. You successfully have basically retrieved information that was guarded from a fragment, kind of acting as a Cerberus-style entity, heads in all directions and distracted. And then removed its purpose and caused it to fade with a growl and a hiss and promises of retribution. You get the sense that, of course, will just simply return to the whole somehow, or maybe it's gone forever. I don't know. Is there an end to sleeping NHBs process sheep?
Alright, don't get
Anyway.
metaphysical, you fucker.
What did... Sorry, did it look like anything while I was in the subjectivity suite?
What it looked like was, like a... Well, I guess to keep things in a more Norse canon, it would appear like a large wolf standing over effectively a treasure chest. That's the image it had created for itself in the space. This fragment here was a protector of this information, and you, having snuck in and stealing that, removed its functionality. You removed its core, keep this safe. Without this being there, it went into a loop and failed several failures, resulting in its dissolution. And that kind of just...
Did you just kill Fenrir?
No.
I was actually thinking it's probably Ratatoskar.
Well,
Here I go, knowing a lot about Norse mythos again. Ratatoskar is the squirrel who runs up and down Yggdrasil. For anybody who hasn't played the new...
Well, the larger point is you now have several files made available to you on your net as you come back, and I imagine you hear the door immediately to your left decompress open with Leon and Reiji behind it.
Hey, you alive over here?
The guard dog is down.
That's efficient to do.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Turk, correct me if I'm wrong after the fact. Well, so there was some information that the fragment NHP was guarding, and I dissolved the security protocol that it was holding onto, but the information is stored elsewhere. So I'm gonna have to go digging around a little bit more. Do you have any other rooms? I have a feeling this isn't the largest computer system on the installation.
Commander went a different way. Anything you guys
You
heard?
will probably get the computer systems, and you also would probably know the best way to get that in a clean way would be the computers in the other room. Though you hadn't actually left this room. But yeah, Reiji is correct.
It was like I was sitting in a pond kind of high up on the water table, and there was a bigger lake beneath me. I think there's probably a server room somewhere.
I'm gonna guess at least 5 mana. That's the room Commander found.
Ooh.
We got any cameras or motion sensors or anything anywhere else in this place? Maybe make sure no one's sneaking up behind us.
Sim will kind of lie back and check the systems to see if she can access any of the cameras.
Yeah, now that you have comfortability with the system, it's pretty easy to access. You know, it's like an empty shell on the beach. You just kind of like put your pinky finger on it, and now it's a hat.
Yeah, she lies back for a moment, and a couple of the monitors that had like technical readouts and stuff switch their feed in rapid succession to be looking kind of out into the area with our mechs and into the main courtyard or not that courtyard, but the bunker and the elevator.
Note, the cameras for the mechs are not functional, as you guys took down the security system to defeat the Guardian. But you do have a full awareness of the area you're in currently, which means you do see Eliana and your commander. Elena. I had to do it at least twice. It's been like 2 months. Anyway.
Payback. Payback for Fabula Ultima.
This is true. We'll jump over there. Elena, what are you doing in this room? I should ask. I should stop mispronouncing your name and just let you talk.
You see, Eliana is.
I was gonna drink water. I am so glad I didn't. I am very glad I didn't drink any water.
I'm kind of gauging. I'm stepping in cautiously, kind of looking around at, trying to gauge what on my peripheral here, and the casing in front of me. What is the purpose for this?
Oh,
Does it actually broke it? Because there's a rock here.
Well, the rock is more just a stalactite above you. This is a fully functioning room. Inside those tanks, you see a number of frozen people with timers on each of them. Except one is actually open, the timer having reached 0. Oh, 2 are open. And the other things around you are terminals to help, initiate the thawing sequence, and also probably to let people coming out of cryo sleep recover.
Then, approaching the ones that are still active, I want to see what the countdown on the timers are as she taps in on comms and says, I've got 3 active cryopods on a timer and 2 vacant ones.
And jackpot.
The number of there on the map isn't accurate. Just an approximation. But there's a good number of them.
And jackpot. Right. So, guesses? What are they here for?
Well, one of you just got a whole load of information that might be useful to disseminate.
Who do you think I was talking to?
Me.
Where did I get a whole load of information?
The thing you stole from...
Yeah, but I don't know what's in there.
No, you haven't accessed the files.
don't.
You haven't accessed the files yet. I could, when you're going to, disseminate that information to the crew, absolutely. We can read out the things I have here.
Yeah, I like the idea that there's a thing that when you read things digitally, it happens super fast. So yeah, Sim opens up those files and kind of through all of the bytes really, really quick. And then
How's your Sparr Tungu?
How is my Sparr
From
Tungu?
last session, I can tell you because I watched the it's actually pretty good.
I remember that
You can use the
learned-
Omninet to translate.
Yeah. I can use the Omninet to translate, but also I like passing fair. I didn't live here for a hot minute.
Yeah, I'm about to say I live here. I feel like if anything, I could just be like, yeah, I'm helpful with that. As a local.
Yeah, if you want to take some time, gather the group together, and go through these documents, that would absolutely be something I'd be down. I just want to know people's positions as things are unfurling.
Okay, here's what I would say. Conversational Spartungu. Spartungi? Which did you say?
Tungu.
Tungu. Great. Technical Spartungu, not so good.
This is older a little bit, lacking a lot of the shortening you'd get over hundreds of years.
So functionally a different dialect. Neat.
Older. Not quite
Yeah.
Old English, but like Victorian.
Middle English, like
It's like sitting down with some Shakespearean English.
Yes.
Cool. In that case, what she'll do is, as soon as she figures out that it's like a little hard to read, she will pop it onto 2 vertically aligned monitors and say, "I'm having a hard time with this.
all right, let's see what I can
Help,
do."
please."
Reggie will get comically close to the monitor and squat in typical orc-like fashion and just, yep, yeah, I know some of these words, definitely.
Between the two of you and a helpful OmniNet translation program running in the background, I can say that you can access all these files without any need for me to block things out, because that would be annoying.
Yay.
So, would you like to read an informational brochure, command log from 0613YY126, small list of key personnel skills and biographies? I made it sound like there was more, but there's not.
That last one sounds real helpful. You're the smart one. You make the call.
I would say 2, 3, 1 in that order.
Let's do it
In
then.
that order, absolutely.
Yeah.
Informational brochure pops on screen.
Roll the lead.
Very.
No, the command log first.
Oh, the
please.
command log first. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. 2, 3.
You're good.
Oh my gosh, right. Sorry. 2, 3, 1.
Bimbo hours.
YY126. A report on the fall of Dugout 09 has been received. Overland Bastion 06 is the last undiscovered fallback station in Sparr's equatorial zone. Operation Cold Snap will be put into action with immediate effect. HRYM has been recalled to the Bastion. She will be transporting this section of the report is censored. By the blood of our ancestors, which soaks the snows of Sparr, we will not lose to a godless invader. Our descendants will not struggle alone. Praise the Queen of Wires. Long live Free Sparr. Next, an informational brochure. Or do you want the? Yeah, okay.
No. Sorry, the personnel.
Personnel, yes.
Informational brochure. Last, please.
That's an information. Ill.
So a list. There's a list of 3 key people listed as the key personnel for this facility. Number 1, Bjarki Hrangsfellsdotter.
Bless you.
Call sign Prim, HRYM. Skills: Scout, Demolitions, Infiltration. An experienced guerrilla fighter, decorated war hero, and expert in improvised weapons and gear, Captain Bjarki will be commanding the citizens participants in Cold Snap, and will be unthawed first in order to scout and secure the area. She holds ultimate responsibility for the protection of Unifolds, and then censored again. Ife Sadisum. Call sign, not applicable. Skills: leadership, farming, civil law. A former farmer turned judge and elder, Ife will lead the civilian faction of Operation Cold Snap in Captain Bjarki's absence and be authorized to make decisions on behalf of the group. Tomei Soft Step. Call sign, Apokuhai. Skills: repair, history and lore, survival. The only other military personnel attached to Cold Snap. Tomei has been selected for his perfect recall of important hymns and legends of our culture, as much as for his skills as an engineer and techno-shaman. Finally. A less decorative, more military informal pamphlet is there. What is Operation Cold Snap? You are part of a select group of citizens chosen by Yinivel, she who lives forever, to guard and protect in the event of disaster. With your consent, you will be cryogenically frozen and placed under the command of Captain Bjarki Hrangsfellsdotter, call sign Rim. Should the moment come when our last cities fall to the invading foe, we will not allow our culture nor our goddess to fall with us. Victory knows no time limit. May your blades be sharp and your hopes be light. And that's all the information you have on here.
I see. I want to have Reggie say so they Necron themselves out loud, but I can't justify Warhammer 40K existing in this timeline, so I just won't.
Certainly not for this long.
So out of character. Damn, they Necron themselves.
Is there any designation, Elena, on the open pods?
Let me take a look.
There is no direct noting of who is within what pod, simply timers, the remaining which are all synced up. It's indicated that 2 have, of course, already been opened.
How long is on the timers?
It seems that Operation Cold Snap shouldn't take effect for another, well, few months maybe. It's difficult to tell, given the technology is quite old. But these people have been in here a while.
Is there any digital labeling for the pods that are open?
Gross. Digital.
What do you mean by, like...
So theoretically, like, if I were designing this computer system, I would include a copy of any pertinent information about the people who are being stored as part of the, like, information on them built into the cryo chamber. So, like, age, bullet type, things like that. Things that we might be able to, I don't know, cross-reference with the handy-dandy personnel listings.
You could get a readout, and it's pretty easy to tell, not only from inferencing about the way this should operate, but also the information you do get on file for that Bjarki and Tomei are not present.
And super quick reminder, those 2 are...
Bjarki Hrangsfellsdotter is the
Mm-hmm.
military attaches to this otherwise primarily civilian project.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Krim and Apokuhai.
Oh, so it's both the mech pilots.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
But Ife Sadison is still there as the leader of the civilian contingency. You figure that clearly Bjarki hasn't returned from initial scouting to unthaw the rest of the civilians.
Wow.
And we had noted earlier that this site had been active for about a week. It was active about a week ago.
About a week ago.
No, I was trying not to. Damn it!
They were just sleeping house.
I hate you. Stop. Anyway,
yeah, so...
You're a terrible liar, Foxy.
What's the move? You've got all these frozen people. Would you like to reign over them?
What? God damn it.
First off, I already made that joke in chat. Second off,
I know.
no, I think Reiji's gonna just sit, scratch his chin for a while, look at all this info, and just go, well, this just took a turn. Turns out our popsicle friends are resurrectionists. Been here for a while, and I can't imagine they're the most friendly type.
What do we do with them?
Leave them, kill them, wake them early and try to talk them down. That last one sounded pretty fun, honestly, but...
Do any of us have room in our mechs to transport people back?
I sure don't.
I do. I have an expanded one.
So you can carry one extra person back if need be.
Yeah.
Well, we got the civilian
We
leader
could-
here.
Yeah, the civilian leader seems like a good person to, help them out.
Sim, was the data on these terminals part of what you were able to get a hold of? Or do they seem localized?
GM.
Sorry, this information is purely the information stored here and was clearly meant to be a bunker disconnected from other facilities for purposes of secrecy and protection.
Yeah, but they mentioned that
Well,
there was another bunker, and
Yes.
I think that the other question is, can we tell what the initial value for the timer was?
Initial timer should have been about 1,000 years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, at the time of the sealing, because the war was with SECOM, not
Mhm.
TurkAccented.
Yeah.
It's 5016. The war with the Sparr was like 4,000.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
we don't need these fuckers awake.
So we just leave them.
Or we kill them.
I don't like that.
You can't kill them. Not like that.
They came here to fight a war that needed to happen. But things changed while they were asleep.
Reiji just looks and just says, you know that god fragment we keep fighting? You know, the giant, horrifying, likely cascading super AI that wants all of us dead or worse? They worship that thing. Not like techno shamans do. They worship it. They'll do anything for it. You want more enemies?
Even if they're enemies, just killing them in their sleep. We can't do that.
They might become allies. What they wanted was free Sparr, and Sparr is independent now.
They also wanted to preserve their goddess and culture.
But as far as I can
And what
tell...
was their goddess?
That's not necessarily incompatible with the situation that we find ourselves in. Yes, the fragments of Yenival that we've been coming across are distorted, but Yenival also hasn't seen a friendly face in 1,000 years.
So what, we
We
talk
got
her
at least
down?
one of those.
We talk them down, and then they talk her down.
And hey, if we wake them up, they turn out to be giant assholes and they try to kill us, there you go. Then we can kill them.
Besides, they have 2 pilots who thawed themselves at least a week ago. They're going to be the ones coming after us next.
Fine. I follow your lead on this. I trust you on this. That god saw my girl. I'm not letting it off of this rock.
No, absolutely not. Can we maybe just leave some kind of message that said, hey, stopped by your place, saw you were asleep,
Took your
we'd
friend.
like to talk?
Yeah, we could probably write a message in old Spartungu. I would love, as a part of that, for it to be as much as I can, like, culturally respectful, as far as, like, I understand, like, the customs of. I want to do it in Sparry customs so that they know that we're not just like Setcom trying to trick them.
I mean, Reiji's been around here long enough; he can probably replicate most basic Sparry custom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk myself in third person.
Sparry custom would be to shake their hands.
Yeah, well, can't
You
really
know,
do that.
face to face. Or she can. You just activate. You have controls. You can probably wake them all up right now.
Which I guess that makes it. Oh, okay, all right. Hold on, sorry. Putting this back in character. I guess as much as Reiji just says, well, Sparry custom would be to, you know, shake hands in a face-to-face greeting, but that would mean.
Yeah, we can't wake him up right now.
Can we? Looking at Sim.
I mean, I'm sure we could.
Please.
Right?
Changing a timer is easy.
What's the hang up?
I don't think that we're the ones that they want to wake up to.
We definitely aren't.
And yet we're not killing them because.
Reiji.
I'll drop it.
That's
I'll
not
drop
us.
Yep.
My concern with leaving them here lies in the chances that their first and second in command come back here. They'll find their security and defenses completely down. People have clearly infiltrated their bunker.
But no. Let them be the ones to make first contact. Let them set the field of discussion, if you will.
And what do we do in the meantime? Just fuck around here?
We got another bunker, don't we?
I was afraid you'd say that.
No? I thought there were 2 bunkers.
They said the other bunker went down.
Did it say the other bunker went down, or that there was only one other bunker in the Equatorial Band that was still secure?
A report on the fall of Dugout 09 has been received. So the fall of Dugout 09 was confirmed. Overland Bastion is the last undiscovered fallback station in Sparr's Equatorial Zone. That is here.
Yep. So we are the last
This
one,
is
then.
the last.
Yeah, we head back. We did everything they asked us to do well out here, I'm pretty sure. Fix us up. I know some of us have taken a beating, and it'd be pretty damn nice to have a city at our backs should they come looking for us.
Can't argue with that. At the call then, kids? We heading back home?
I say we leave them with a way to contact at least one of us. Let them know that we want to talk. We didn't do too much to their base other than blowing it up a little bit. And let them make the first move. If that's all right with you.
Reiji is gonna like pull his personal weapon, the large combat knife, and scrawl into like on the side of one of the tanks, sort of runic symbol. It looks a lot like a symbol he has tattooed on his arm. It's not necessarily like a family crest, more just like a personal recognition kind of symbol. And it's just like, if they need us, they'll find us.
All right. Anything else we can get from this place, or
A lot of good
just
mech parts up
have
top. We can scrap them, get some repairs done before we head back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, as we're all done here, I'll start looking. As soon as we start tearing pieces apart, so we can get everybody all mobile. I think I saw some good actuators up there. So if I can get those into good shoulder joints with those arms we snatched from last mission. Hell yeah.
Not unthawing the group then.
No.
Seems like the calls were leaving them.
Mostly.
We're gonna be spending some time here scrapping, is what
Yeah.
I'm understanding.
That's agreed.
So we have time to change our minds
Okay, great.
and continue the conversation.
Well,
Would you all be making your way back up? Also, did anyone, I believe, who grabbed the frostfur coat?
there's a fancy coat. I want it.
Me!
Oh wait, no, you
Well,
Because my suit got shredded.
that did happen.
mm,
Sim makes a pouting face as you put the coat on.
Don't
Yeah.
give me that look. I'm basically walking around in my underwear.
I don't think any of us were complaining.
Reggie,
I hadn't
very,
even noticed, honestly.
Reggie, very notably quietly, just turns around and starts walking away. Just, I wasn't complaining, but if I say I wasn't complaining, that's admitting I wasn't complaining, and I won't go there. Any case,
anyway.
I'm gonna go look for scrap for a while. Sounds weird given everything that's happened, but the safest we can be around here is probably down here. So, get comfortable.
I think it would be beneficial to have eyes.
It would be
At least
beneficial to have
somebody keeping scout.
Well, I can get.
Do we have comms between down here and up there for NHPs?
It doesn't seem so at the moment. You're just getting a static response.
Okay. And did they have any Is there any way I could set up a comms relay between the basement and the main floor?
You could get working on that. Of course, you'd probably want to check out what kind of tech you can get from both sides of these
Yeah.
things. And this, older stuff, but absolutely, I think that with the nature of Sparry culture being as it is, and their philosophies around tech, it is meant to be repurposable, especially just with the harsh environmental conditions
Yeah.
they deal with.
Are you just
Yeah.
talking about Russians? That's like, never mind. Anyway.
Nords mixed with a variety of other. But yeah, absolutely. The group, everyone riding up just really quickly to check things out, or
I mean, out of character, I think it's safer down here for y'all, where less things can jump out at y'all. We at least know everything that's down here. You know, upstairs we don't have any like
I think
corridors or anything.
that Sim is going to stay down here and see what she can learn about the computer systems, whether or not there's a way to hook things up to satellite or like any communication between here and the surface. But she'll start by collecting things down here, so she'll be down here to start.
See, my commander has ignored my advice and gone up with me anyway, because why does anyone listen to me, right? That's not a thing that people do, ever.
Leon, you staying down here?
I said that I
No, going up.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Three of you
Someone's got to look after you.
join each other on the way up.
It's
The
just
lift-
me down in the basement?
Yeah,
Just you
sure.
down here?
Leave my wife down here alone
Ooh.
to die. That's cool. That'll be great. Thanks, friends. Appreciate that.
I'm fine. I literally have a rocket launcher. It's no
You
biggie.
literally
I've got a
wanted
rocket-
everyone down here.
I literally have a rocket launcher. It'll be fine.
The lift takes you up, and you get this like strange feeling as comms should be restored, as you get up, but you're still catching nothing but static. And that gets a lot worse when effectively all of your comms feel like they are temporarily fried, as what seems to be kind of like, I'm trying to think, it's like a recoilless rifle set up on a bipod, but just projecting less clearly electromagnetic waves has been set up in front of all of your mechs at an angle. And all of them look like they've had every kind of important wire or gear like jammed, snipped, and hewn by some pretty experienced hands. So,
and this is why I wanted to come up here.
Huh.
Effectively, you're going to need, you all become immobilized. and it's going to take about an hour and a repair point, regardless of mech type, in order to get each of them to get them up and running.
Interesting. I'm wondering how
We
something
take
got.
down that fucking static thing.
Yeah, wondering how something got by us when I asked V to stay on guard.
It seems like your
Yeah.
CompCon and NHPs are getting kind of like zapped a little bit by whatever.
Yeah, depending on the nature of the frequencies, there's a whole suite of in real life adversarial images and audio signals that you can send to AIs to basically like hyper fascinate them on the minutia so that they can't respond.
Huh. Interesting. Today I learned.
You can make a image recognition program think that a silver blob is a banana. It's wild.
Reggie just looks and just like, fucking god damn it.
You'll also recall one of the people who is woken up as an accomplished engineer and techno shaman. The other is very experienced with sabotage and guerrilla warfare.
Can I do a quick scan of the area to see if we're actually alone?
Absolutely.
I see one of those fuckers. I'm putting the
I
bullet.
would like to join you in this.
Can I also join this? Am I any good at looking at stuff? Probably not.
You're all-
Is it 10 total?
Okay. $16 is also pretty good.
I could read a situation if that sounds cool to everybody present.
I think read a situation could apply to this.
I'm gonna
I'll
do exactly
provide you
that.
some different information depending on your success.
Real dice. Dun, 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 dun. I'm about to roll some real dice. 17 plus 2.
Okay. So, spots. I will say this. Checking out the situation, I'm assuming disabling the anti-functionality device that doesn't have a name. It really just requires cutting a wire, basically. It's strange. You see what are like pretty recognizably like your own footprints. And beyond that, it's just like nothing else. Like there's no evidence beyond the clear sabotage that someone was here. Looks like maybe some small critters walked somewhat into the hangar, but then, bolted out. Reading a situation, I will give you this. It's also fairly clear, like, especially with your background, maybe hearing about, you probably don't know any political prisoners from this conflict, given that it was 1,000 years ago. But, people hold on to their traditions here and are familiar with. This is like classic for the war. Not direct conflict. Wait till the enemy are at a base or taking a moment out of mech and cut the legs out from under them.
Yep. I think Reggie just is looking at some of a cut wires on Virtue and just. We were waiting for our friend to see when these friends were gonna get back for their friends downstairs. I think they're already here.
Yeah, if there's no signs of anyone being here, that's...
Just means they're good. See these cuts? They went for small part, went for circuits. It's almost a hierarchy. Motive drives first. Easy fix, but takes time. But then, sensors, responders, balance system, sensors. It'd be hours of repairs on top of that. It all stacks up. It's calculated. Clever. Military, almost.
Are there, like mechanical arms? Because I imagine this is kind of a garage, but, from, the ceiling that you could control that would come down with, help lift parts, things like that.
Yeah, no, there's the mechanisms of this still function as a hangar for mechs. And the parts are not gone from here. That would be a lot of work for 2 people. Only there were 2 people, maybe. And you can absolutely get your mechs. If really what you needed to be able to do is get your mechs walking, and then you can move the chassis over to a spot where it can be lifted up and supported fully. Like, that's got to be primary locomotion. Then you can adjust the rest of the problems with immobility across the rest of your systems.
I'll start working on the basics, get these things functional and moving. Meanwhile, if you want to go back downstairs, wake up the old man, or figure something else out, that's a good idea. Keep your heads up, though. I don't think we're alone here. But for now, he kind of like leans in a bit, as if he's like looking at things, but it's like getting quieter. They don't know. We know they're here. Let's play it cool for now.
All right.
So, the 3 of you working on repairs?
I'm gonna work on the basics. If y'all want to keep like looking around for like other stuff, I'm fine to like keep working on repairs for all of our mechs. I've got a good tag for it.
You can make me hack and fix and or make do with what you got kind of rolls.
How's a little tag called make some shit work?
Yeah, no, I think I could see that making some shit work.
And how's a crit right there? Actually, how's that feel? That feel good to you? It feels pretty good to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that feels really nice. That feels really good.
Cool. I got +4, so it's 24, by the way.
Great. That is also very important.
Sexy.
Yeah, I also just to be clear, Leon and Elena, you can pretty much confirm that there's no one here with your spot rolls. It would take a lot to hide within this space from you that you're now familiar with and have probably done a lot of just passive scans of while you're in combat on sensors. But if you make with your get you done roll, you can remove the repair point cost from virtue to get virtue repaired out of immobilized.
Oh, just virtue? I was trying to work on everybody.
I'll give it if you give it a roll for each one, but each one is still going to take an individual hour. It can't really be worked on all at once.
That's fine, no problem.
Okay. I'd be happy to get started on Dawn.
Yeah.
All right, I'll work on Old Lace first because I probably have some experience with working on Old Lace.
So while you guys roll and delineate duties, I'm gonna jump back down under the ice really quick.
Gotcha.
Where the pod is now, was it all of them or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
Just the one.
The pod with the person to be Ife Sadasan begins to open up after process of warming and thawing, nutrient flows being disconnected. It's a clean system. It could have gone for a long time. It's built to last. Clearly Operation Cold Snap had some money or some mana. But yeah, an older man, kind of clearly someone who has worked physically and seen many years, will kind of blink open eyes that don't seem to fully ever come to fully opening. Like, he's viewing everything with suspicion, especially as he's looking at you. Now, you might not have weapons on you, but his first step out of there is clearly made to seem imposing and aggressive. Now, he's got a bit of a hunch, and he's a bit shorter than you. Well, not shorter than you, very small. Yeah, he's extremely tiny. No, he's definitely bigger than you, and he'll grab and catch his legs and be giving them a little work at the just spinning around his ankles, and everything's cracking. I mean, not only probably because of the freeze, but also his age, as he eyes you suspiciously without saying a word, and it's just going to be going about those motions.
In her absolute best Spartungu, she will reach out a hand and introduce herself, and she'll say, she is Symbiosis Adds, the daughter of parents' names, Temo and Zench Adds, wife of Spartungu, or Sparry local, Reiji. What's Reiji's last name?
Draws.
Again?
Draws. Draaz.
Draws.
Yep.
Slayer of a glacier beast, and is there anything else relevant? And friend to the goddess.
He'll stand and process that, and then as he kind of gets his legs under himself, we'll clasp you, forearm to forearm. Aoife Sanderson, I am assuming that if you're here, then Captain Bjarki has already begun her mission.
I think so. I'm not associated with your mission. You've been frozen for a very long time, as I'm sure you know. We
Not
came
too
across
long.
you.
Of only a few years to let the invaders think we were gone.
Close to 1,000 generations and generations have gone by.
You're gonna watch that kind of process. It's like that was not the plan.
Moment when you oversleep for work.
Tell me, friend of the goddess, is Sparry free? Have the Union and their godless peoples left this place?
Things have changed. Sparry is under Sparry control. And a new government, new leadership in the Union remains in contact.
Remains in contact, so the fight still goes on, yeah?
They do not fight. Sparry people live here and out among the stars as equals on in the galaxy.
No, the goddess would not allow such a thing. She would have us fight. What is...
The goddess disappeared for much of that time, and many of your descendants thought she had disappeared entirely. I wasn't so sure.
Make me... Cause, like, be fair, doing a little bit of fibbing here, right?
I don't think so.
No? You're telling a little bit of a...
So
You're presenting
what I'm
yourself as an ally to someone who... Yeah.
I'm from Sim's perspective, what she's saying is like she's friends to the goddess and the Church of Yenaval, not necessarily that fragment of the NHP. Like she's a friend to NHPs and she doesn't really know how to say NHPs generally to somebody who only has this one conception of them.
Yeah, but also they don't view Unival as an NHP.
Exactly.
About it. So
exactly.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I don't think it's a lie, but I'd still like to get a roll to determine, because this is a very, he's a judge, and kind of supposed to be the head of this very secret operation. So just like someone opening up, like, "Hey, it's time," and not following protocol is like ringing a little bit to him as suspicious. So if you can make some kind of social tag to see how this is playing out right now. It's not going to like immediately change the candor, but
charm seems reasonable here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Trying to come off as earnest and non-threatening.
Give him the full cue,
That's a 16.
16's a good number.
16 is a good number. Yeah, he'll just kind of shake his head. This is all very clearly much, and we should be about following the others. They have much lore and important new information to share with you. Clearly, you've lost a bit of your way.
There are two people, but I haven't seen them. I think they may have set up the perimeter defenses, and I didn't know how to bypass them without destroying them.
So Captain Bjarki is out there. The other one. Do you know
I think
who
they're
is
both
on-
safe. I haven't seen either of them.
Then that leaves me in charge, then. I would have you unthaw the rest of them. We need to make a move. Reconnect with our forces, such as they are.
Can I ask you to first make contact with Sparries who have lived through the last 1,000 years? Things have changed a lot, and I want you and your friends to have everything that they need. But I worry that you might be walking into a situation that you aren't prepared for because you were asleep so much longer than you intended.
The god has disappeared but has returned. We are now alive. Operation Cold Snap must still operate.
I think you might find yourself fighting against other Sparri.
Traitors are not so uncommon. Tribes have turned against us before. Tribes will turn us against us again, certainly. For
Hey, I made a friend among the technicians.
Yes, that is... the Volsung.
How, my question is, how good of a genealogy would I be able to, like, wind back on him?
Klein Volsung is...
Because, I say this specifically because, like, at least within Norse tradition, like, you could walk all the way back to Odin, usually.
Yeah, so Clan Volsung is, of course, less of a, like, familial clan and more student-teacher in the, they're just groups of techno-shamans without blood relation. So just mentioning Clan Volsung should technically harken back, like, enough. Like, oh, I'm friends with a member of Clan Volsung. Like, it's like, he'd recognize that. Of course, he's referencing to Clan Strength against him would be to Clan Bloodaxe, which is one of the first to surrender to the Secom. And, there's history. If you reference, Scheifing, Yingling, Bloodaxe, Eger, Volsung, Kroven, like the core clans, you have a pretty safe certainty talking around those points.
Okay. Look, please. The three of you and your two forward scouts could easily take some time and talk to the people. Oh God, what's the city that we're coming from?
Yin.
Could talk to people who are living in a nearby city, Yin, and start small. Understand the situation. You can't walk blindly out. I can put you in contact with Volsung. I can put you in contact with people from Skiffing and Volsung, long-standing clans who have Sparr's best interests at heart.
I would need the rest of my group to be unthawed. But I am not opposed to learning more of the situation when Bjarki's absent. I would hate to make enemies where I could make allies. And clearly, it's been longer than I expected. Longer than any of us expected. There are no military personnel here. Farmers, a few hunters, certainly, but what is left beyond the captain and her duties, and as our techno-shaman, suppose, is also gone now that you mentioned the two of them. We're simple people meant to educate our descendants on Sparry culture now that those bastard godless tried to take everything away. But if the goddesses return to you, you should know you must fight. Fight the invaders back and claim what's rightfully ours. What's rightfully hers.
You're doing great.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking through what Sim would say here.
Yeah, no worries.
The people who are here now from Offworld, they're not here to subjugate you. They're here to trade, like a long branch off of the edge of a tree. They bear fruits and offerings.
I will have to see for myself what these branches have to offer. You say the government of the godless is overthrown?
It was overthrown. And the godless invaders that came after you, well, they're not stamped out, but they don't run the show anymore.
So Sparr still has a chance at revenge.
Hold on.
Yeah.
A long time ago, far before I was born, the people who ran the government that invaded, they went into hiding. They changed shape. And they're still out there hurting people. And they hurt me and somebody close to me. But they're not the people who are living in Yin now.
So, Operation Cold Snap means that your godless invaders failed. And Sparr still has a chance to win the war. But not against your whatever this branch is. I would very much like to speak to the clans you mentioned. Especially if Blood Axe still slinks about like the sad little carrion moths they are.
They have worked very hard to repair their honor in the time since you've been asleep, but it'll be for you to judge whether or not they've managed that.
Indeed it will. For the moment, I still need my people unthawed, but we'll see if your offerings from this tree branch do bear fruit. It's not a story we have not heard before.
I
Only then
understand
it
caution.
was. You understand then that those fruits were laden with explosive and laser.
Yes.
So
There
we
hasn't been war on Sparr for a long time. Or at least not warfare.
If Bjarki's out there might yet be a war.
Well, if there has to be a war, let's point the weapons at the right people.
A shrewd way of saying it. Oh, your tongue be strange, and clearly Sparry culture has taken a bit of a nosedive since I was put in ice. But that can all be fixed. I will unthaw my people. We have our ways to reach Yin. We know the holy city well. As for what happens when we get there, well, you'll know our works one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm getting real heavy Stormcloak vibes from this guy. Not exactly the biggest fan of that.
It's more like old person saying, "I don't understand your lingo."
Yeah,
You whippersnapper.
Never mind. I'm gonna just hold that. I'm gonna hold the commentary for the future. I'm just gonna
Uh,
say that as a Black American, sometimes old people say certain things, and you think they're just being like old people, and then you're like, nah, that was definitely racist. Yeah, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
like, it's like,
Now, in fairness, I think what the point to his point, Sparr was invaded by a uber colonialist government, and trying to hold on to traditions is,
no,
God's important.
I respect the man's hustle. I just also I have concerns. You feel me?
No, that's fair. That's fair. It's the burger. Yeah, I get you. It's
You
that
know?
voice.
I think the last thing that Sim will make sure to say is, by the way, I'm not alone here. I came with 3 other folks. There was a distress signal released from the base, and we were asked to, or there was a distress signal released nearby. I can give you the details of how we ended up finding you, but I'm gonna let them know that everything's okay. Go ahead and thaw your people. We can take one of you ahead to Yin if you want to nominate somebody. We have room in our mechs.
We have an escape tunnel built into the system here, and we should have enough equipment to see ourselves back.
In that
Thank
case,
you for the offer, of course.
In that case, if you need to reach me, and Sim will basically. They had OmniNet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had OmniNet. There's Sim basically writes down an OmniNet address where she can be contacted. We may beat you back. I'll let the folks in Yin know that you're coming if we get there before you, or if we can radio ahead.
It would be appreciated. If the defense systems are still online as we originally built them, it should be quite nasty if they don't recognize us. But thank you for setting this in motion. I promise to give this new invader a chance to be friendly.
I hope that they live up to my ideals. And she'll grab his arm again.
Yeah, absolutely. And he'll begin the process of, unthawing things.
Oh, by the way, there was a piece of Yenival, and she tried to kill me and my friends a couple times. So if there's like broken things around here, I'm very sorry. We were just trying not to be asphyxiated.
It is fair, and surviving, you have clearly earned that right to cause a bit of damage. We make do with what we have. It's the Sparry way.
All right. Well, I should go check on my friends.
Absolutely. Hold them close. The only safety in the cold is others.
And Sim will hop on the elevator.
Wow, thanks for throwing all our death flags. Holy thanks for throwing every single one of our death flags. Fuck. Okay, sure. Awesome. Love that. Like,
I was gonna come back down.
Well,
I was planning on coming back down after I got rid of the thing that was frying our comms.
Which is like super easy to do. It's literally like you could like kick it over and you would send the thing in the other direction, and then you can just turn it off. It's ramshackle. Like, clearly someone very technically capable and skilled at this kind of thing built it, but like, yeah, it's not meant for duration. But yeah, you could lift when as lift comes back down for you, Sim. You friend.
Is it my friend or is it a new friend?
Oh yeah, your friend.
Okay. Oh, Elena,
You're twitching. Why are you twitching?
I couldn't leave him frozen.
God damn it, Sim. You want to know what we found up there?
What do you mean, what you found up there? The defense
Their
systems were
friend-
automated.
Their friend came back and sabotaged our mechs.
Well, they think that we're SecCom. I talked to the old man. He understands that we're not SecCom. They have another way to get back to Yin. So as long as we radio ahead, it'll be fine. I think. I don't think they're a big fan
don't
of
trust
Blood
that.
Axe. He said that they're farmers and teachers. None of them are military personnel besides the two that unthawed first. The worst that they can do is cause a big rabble.
How are they getting back?
They have a tunnel. Honestly, they weren't expecting to be asleep this long. I would doubt that it still goes all the way back to Yin.
Hell of a tunnel.
Be a hell of a tunnel.
A hell of a secret tunnel.
Well, the bunker managed to survive that long and essentially nuclear fallout.
Always go talk to the guy yourself.
He's just in the other room. I can introduce you. I don't know if he speaks anything but Spartungu, but I can try to be an interpreter. We could also call Reiji down. Is he busy?
He's fixing Urchi right now, getting him mobile.
How bad was
Leon
the
is also
damage?
working on Dawn. Just about every wire.
Is
that
Mimi okay?
connects- I'm not sure. Everything is what we saw was structural damage, everything connecting one to another. I haven't even contacted Legacy. Comms should be up. You can check with Reggie or Leon and see if they're NHPs and comms are up and running.
Do I have comms to the surface?
At this point, yes.
Hey, has anybody
She's
checked in on
online. Relax.
Mimi?
Fucked this up pretty good. A lot of servos cut, sensors damaged. It's bad, but she's fine.
I can tag out if you need. You might be needed down here, Reiji.
What did you do?
What do you think she did?
Tell him.
Love, those are SecOmers, you know that, right? Like,
They're not from SecCom.
okay, era-wise, they're old timers, old hats. They don't do things the way we do.
What they wanted was free Sparr. Sparr is free.
No.
SecCom is Harrison Armory.
Are you okay? Just first off.
I'm fine. He was very sweet.
I think Rachel's just like, we'll talk on this later. I'll go speak to the old man.
I'll finish up here.
I'll come up. I'll trade out with you.
Yeah, all right.
Get things moving fast.
And you just hop down from V and just look over at Leon, and clearly not on comms, just word of advice, don't fall in love, especially not twice.
You're late for that.
And he just walks.
if there's a moment where I'd be alone up there, while we're shifting out personnel, just kind of out loud. This was kind of a dick move.
I really wish I could just be like, it's a dick move to invade a planet, fuckface.
Skill issue, honestly.
Yeah. Sounds like get fucked, L plus ratio plus your next don't fuck.
Before
Your cyber waifu's a bitch.
L plus no cyber structure.
Anyway,
before Sim goes up, Elena's gonna ask what she's kind of figured the proper way to introduce herself would be.
I gave the lineage.
Because she's not waiting for Reiji.
I told him my lineage. I told him that I was married to a Sparr person, and I told him that we slayed a glacier beast. What else? Oh, I also said I was a friend of the goddess, but I didn't really know how to communicate that, like, I'm a friend to all NHPs. It's complicated. They don't have a conception of NHP that isn't God. I'm thinking about introducing them to Mimi. I feel like it would be helpful. You're looking at me like that's a terrible idea.
Don't introduce them to current tech. Not right now.
I know I went over your head earlier, but you're the boss.
Right now, we just need them to understand that we are not here to harm them.
And I did my best.
See if we can't find out more about how Cold Snap is supposed to operate.
we can affect the swap. So we have Elena moving to speak with the leader before Reiji gets down.
She's not waiting.
Okay.
She wants eyes on people.
And then Sim and Leon are going to be working on repairing. So we have one successful roll. Did we get another roll during that time while working on Dawn?
I rolled a 17 on Stay Cool.
I'll let that. Yeah.
It's for performing tasks that require concentration, dexterity, speed, or precision.
I'm a cheap gate. Yeah, that'll work.
If not, then it's a 15.
So even I'd say even like a 15 on a hacker fix kind of thing is really what we're looking for. So that will remove the one repair cost, but still you would be working with Reiji within that hour or two to get that up. So you have two mechs that still need some 11. Unless,
I had a spare roll of a 15 on top of the crit I rolled, so if someone else could have gotten like tapped on if they had the time.
I was about to make a request for somebody if they're able to get started on Legacy.
I'm fine putting that roll there. I'll say like.
Well, Reiji's coming down. Sim's going up. But Sim's gonna wait until just to make sure that you always have somebody to interpret in case. That's I don't want a language barrier.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's avoid that.
Okay. I just want to check because while making repairs, Leon, I will say, kind of stuck basically under your cockpit in an area that's meant to be flexible, has wiring to protect, of course, but kind of meant to you can stick something in there. You basically get an orb that's the size of your palm. It's silvery and has I hate what the kind of imagery that's in my head for this, but it's in my head. It's kind of like a sleigh bell,
Oh.
Like a really big sleigh bell. Rather, like a palm-sized sleigh bell. But the way it's cut is not just the two lines across each other, but rather just all these little intricate designs. You can feel it kind of vibrating a little bit on like clearly something you can't hear.
Mm-hmm. And someone just jammed it there.
Yeah.
The moment that elevator would get back up, whoever is on it, just turning and holding it out. Which I think is Sim.
Look what I found.
Is that a casket for an NHP I spy?
You can make me a associated tech kind of roll, or I'd even expect a Sparry culture roll.
What the hell
yeah.
is this saying?
Sparry culture. That's 18.
Yeah. 18. Wow. Yeah. You'd easily recognize that as a carrying collar. Old tech. Basically, slide into an enemy camp, hide this somewhere, and then Sparr takes care of the rest. It calls beasts.
Oh no!
Yeah. They're banned by Union, particularly due to the incredibly dangerous nature of beasts they can attract. But also, particularly as a result of campaigns by Sparry pressure groups who felt that such devices demeaned the idea of an honorable hunt between two predators.
The blast doors outside open?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I don't think we were even able to
I
close them.
sprint towards you with my rocket launcher. And I'm going... I assume this is like an RPG with like an external like rocket.
It can be if you want to be.
I find a way to attach it, and then I just fire it out into the distance. No thanks.
It has been, but it had been activated. So
Yeah.
Anytime you want to explain
We
what,
need to
what
fix
just happened.
everything fast. That thing
No.
calls beasts here.
hold on that. Jumping back downstairs.
Okay, all right, fine. Let me go do diplomacy.
You find you find, of course, Eve Sadison helping people out of cryopods and getting them into chairs, like shaking them off a little bit and kind of like softly explaining things to a few people to disseminate throughout the group.
I'm gonna offer a specifically warrior's greeting and hail him as an elder.
Yeah, and he'll turn and you can see this is obviously something that wouldn't be clearly communicated, but Sim, he was wary, but seeing you, he recognizes your marks and your inking, and yeah, absolutely. Ah, I did not know you had unfrozen others. Are you with the other follower of the goddess?
He kind of laughs a little, just basically still keeping his Spartu, but there's a very clear slight accent drift. It'd be the equivalent of someone from I would say late Civil War era America having a conversation with me. There's clearly there's something in the middle there we can make work, and but there's definitely some drift there. And I think he's kind of just
absolutely, but you can tell this guy's finally someone who knows what's going. It's finally basically a native.
Yeah, he basically just not exactly, but he'll clearly shake an arm out of his coat temporarily, show the tattoo he recently got, showing the kill and everything, and just introduce himself as Reiji Draz, member of no clan, son of no father, slayer of glacier beasts, and just and general just Sparry warrior, and trying to kind of like clearly emphasize, like, hey, I've got some cred here, but like, you know,
I spoke with your wife earlier, I believe.
hell of a spitfire that one, yeah.
Oh, quite.
So,
Yes, how can I help you, son, fatherless?
just considering what your plan is after 1,000 years on the sleeper.
Well, as I spoke to your wife, we'll be acclimating as we've been in the ice a bit longer than intended. And then to head to Yin to see how things settle. We have heard that the government that was looking to attack us is no more.
Yeah, well, might be lucky to see what you see out there. Universe is different. Ain't perfect, but...
No, nothing is, but we make do.
That's the way, at least. Right?
It is. That's what we must.
Yeah, I suppose... I'm just curious. Let's say you get out there, and you find out that even if things are different, they ain't different to your liking.
I was led to believe there was not much difference, other than government and perhaps the disappearance of the goddess for some time, which would make sense given what the goddess were trying to do. But Bjarki made sure that Captain Bjarki ensured that wouldn't happen.
Right. Well, suppose I don't really have any necessary quarrel with you or your people. You all seem like you're just carrying on with what you have to do. There is one last query I'm stuck on, though. You two friends, early risers, the military, right?
Yes, Captain Bjarki, and we're missing soft step. Military and engineer.
So, you freeze a couple hundred farmers, thinkers, and a couple of hunters with military personnel and a techno shaman. And the plan is to restart a war with just that?
The plan was to allow our descendants to reconnect with whatever culture had been taken from them. Clearly not so bad as I thought it would. Well, clearly the years have changed the dialect. And then, if the fight needed fighting, we would. That is what we're trying to understand. And Bjarki, Captain Bjarki, and less Tome, but I suppose Tome could have been recruited. And Bjarki made sure the goddess survived. She carries a piece of the saga.
Yeah, the goddess. And like Reiji kind of chews on his words for a while because he's really trying not to fuck this up. Really, really trying not to fuck this up. And just...
While you're chewing, I think he'd look over to there. Apologies, I have not met your friend. Elena, how is your Spartungu?
What you want me to roll?
I don't really. I like. You can make me.
Artungu, more like Sparstungu.
God damn. Jesus.
I'd say if you're running it, if you want to run an OmniNet program to try and actively translate what you're hearing, you're gonna be catching like every fourth word. Maybe less.
I feel like Elena would have done her research before actually coming to the planet and gotten to a point where she's at least conversational in the language.
Yeah, you can get your directions. Order food.
Yeah.
Boy, moon mancha.
Is what she would need to gather information and learn more, but she also spent a while with the techno shamans, so she could have picked up more.
A little bit.
But yes, she definitely has kind of an OmniNet going because I have data planning, so I can do that.
Well, you're having a bit of a hard time keeping up, just given, the more regular, less, cult of the green owl. speed exchange that's going on. But you see he turns to you, and you're basically getting like, again, it's like strange for you who knows a more modern Spartungu as your baseline, but like he clearly is offering you an arm and like asking, well, who are you? Obviously, he's offering more formalities, but only Reiji would be aware of that.
Yeah. I think the only thing Reiji would add is, like, before Elena introduces herself, is just that he is that they are his commanding officer.
Probably hence more of the honorifics that are making this confusing.
As best she can, because she doesn't know much of the dialect or the accent, return the greeting and introduce herself. I am Elena Victoria, daughter of Alexander and Ada Victoria, Slayer of Glacier Beast, Off-World to Sparr, friend to Sparry.
He'll like accept it, but clearly. And you're telling me you follow this one?
It's a bit of a formality right now, but yeah, let's go with that.
We know their blood quite well.
Yeah?
An honored enemy, certainly. But as you said, the government of the past is fallen. The foe was defeated from within.
Yeah.
Could you... I am an old man and a judge. I will not ascribe the crimes of the past onto new generations, but if this family still produces heirs, you see how that brings some concern about what has truly changed.
I can't say I don't blame you for that. This one's been a stick in my ass for a while, but I'm making it work. It's like I said, Galaxy still ain't perfect. It's different, though.
More to think on, then.
Yeah. Well... fuck it. How's about this, then? In the event that you get out there in the wide world we call a home, and you don't like what you see, I usually know Sparry. If there's one thing I know about us, it's that if there isn't a fight to be found, we tend to make one. If that becomes your plan, you come make one with me before you make one with anybody else. In the old way. And
I'm a farmer. If there were anyone to make a fight, it would be Captain Bjarki and any warriors that she might muster to her sword.
Then you tell your fighters. The old oaths are simple. They're long, and I don't know them all, but I know the basic ones. If two clans are to face, two bodies to fight, any one champion can invoke a duel of the other. I've killed at least one glacier beast. That gives me status. Your commander wants war. She fights me first.
Can't speak to Bjarki's mind. Her mission was important, and she came in at the last of us, carrying the goddess with her. Now she's gone. I can only guess what she's thinking. As for me, my job is simple. Make sure we reconnect, understand the situation, and move on from there.
Yeah, well, my job's simpler. I got people to keep safe. Pass the message along for me?
If I run into Bjarki, I'll be certain to speak with her.
That's all I need. And I think Reiji will offer, sorry, go ahead, please.
Yarki carried a fragment of the goddess.
Fragment? No. Casket. The goddess in her hole.
Where would they go?
I wouldn't know. She is a warrior. Can disappear into the very ice itself, it said.
Alright then. Change that message up some. Not necessarily a duel straight up, but... Actually... fuck it, what the hell. Yeah, it's a duel. You see your commander, tell her come my way. We'll figure out terms when we meet.
I'll communicate that.
Be looking forward to it.
Of course. Now, if you might, I need to break the news to these folks about their extended stay on the ice.
You need anything else, Commander?
No? Guessing no.
If you're planning to travel back to Yin, would like to escort you, or at least a couple of my team.
We have our ways. Clearly, you have yours. If it's all the same, I'll guide my people under my own powers, at least for the time being.
And that
Without-
seems like it said with very much like,
Like, yeah, sure. And like, person whose name I recognize from the war I was fighting 1,000 years ago, I'll totally like allow myself to be under your power for a safe
Yeah.
escort home. No, he's giving you those judging eyes. The old person side eye, like. But yeah, he seems to be ready to go back to his business. Like everyone appears to be this small group appears to be unthawed at this point, and he just needs to get them prepped into suits. And then he mentioned an escape tunnel to take them out away from the hangar and the base.
Well, Reiji will offer the OG a very, very like another formal sort of like salutation of some kind. Let him know like again, even if there was like the slight bit of like a call out there, I'm still treating you with some respect because that's just the way we do things around here.
Of course.
You know. And
and he'll return that in a way that to suggest that of course he's older and in charge of more people than you might be. He respects your strength and wishes you well in any fights that may come across, and that your hunts may be bountiful.
yeah, I get a feeling they'll be plentiful at least.
But yeah,
soon.
I think with the carrion collar being like detonated and this situation being relatively diffused, now would be a great time for us to take our first break because things are going to happen.
I'm sure they will.
Hopefully, you can stick with us through a very short break here. We will see you all very shortly for whatever happens next, and heck, maybe we might even get out of here. See you then.
Here's hoping.
Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Hope your break was nice. Did you get some hot cocoa? It's cold out there, everybody. Come on. You're in the middle of a glacier. Might as well treat yourself while you can. Anyway, our band of industrious pilots was just getting back up to their mechs as the group up top was finishing repairs. So, you guys
I wanted established that Sim, the way that Sim is carrying out these repairs is in a frantic, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh god.
Absolutely.
Assuming that at any moment a glacier beast is going to roll up.
Anytime you want to explain what the hell that just was.
Pheromones. Pheromones. Illegal creature summoning pheromones.
Also noise at a frequency audible only to megafauna.
And noises! Prey
We make a-
noises!
So you're saying they're coming here?
Probably.
Someone stuffed that in dawn with the intent that we would stroll on out of here and get ambushed by animals.
Bingo! Bingo!
Just two middle fingers just up in the air.
You hear the lift coming back up.
Pheromones, apparently.
Carrion collar. Fucking hell. Clever bastard. Alright, I did what I could for repairs. Scrap here was good, but it's not perfect. Everyone should be mobile at least. Commander, you moving?
Depends. Is Commander still down in the bunker because I'm scoping out the tunnel?
No, you could have caught that on the way up. It's literally like they basically I don't want to say like they Fonzie it open, but someone pulls a latch that like creates basically like a small shunt in the snowfall to allow it to exit to what appears to be a small exit tunnel. You feel the cold breeze of outside the Sparr welcoming you. That could all be before you got on the lift.
So, Legacy
Is there
moving?
anything at the end of it, like
Do you want to walk
mobility
down there?
equipment? I would like to very much hustle my way through there.
Sure. Checking it out before they go through. There's they have a lot. You remember they have a lot of equipment here, of course, and then beyond that, it's just going to be Sparry intuition and know-how.
Okay, then quickly backtracking before and going out the other route before she gets spotted and has more suspicion casted on her.
Fantastic. I'm gonna assume you did that quickly and wrote the thing up with Reiji because as you're getting up and explaining carrying collar, you're going to begin to hear just slow trod and some growls
And
coming from the snowdrift some ways away.
yeah.
In the distance, a loud buzzing noise assails your senses, getting louder each minute. You're quickly getting surrounded by creatures, predators, closing in. It's at that moment your radios begin crackling to life. Do you copy? We have reports of a large swarm of dangerous beasts heading your way. We're sending air support, but you'll need to hold out until they get there. Over.
How long's that gonna be?
Soon. The storm's fighting us every bit of the way, though. That sounded like that sounded like Captain Inahara. So yes, it's very nice to hear you. Just make sure you don't end up as lunch meat down there.
You got it, Captain.
Half Nelson's
We'll do our
on the way. Get outside and we'll get you out of there. It's gonna be hot. So to establish the rules of this mission as we keep going forward, you need to march your butts out into the red zone, and because in 6 rounds the Half Nelson is going to drop in for exfil.
6 rounds, huh?
However, right very clearly to you, trudging its way in, is a carnivorous mammoth and 2 carrion moths. You understand there's a symbiotic relationship between the two. The carnivorous moths are capable of stunning and disabling prey, while the carnivorous mammoth is a big chunk of meat, like a freight train. So,
Oh shit! I had to fucking tab mute it again. Whoops.
Real
Violet.
quick,
Yeah.
what size is the carnivorous mammoth?
2.
Size 2, rock and roll.
Alrighty.
Pilots,
Do
it's
we
your
have
go.
complete function?
Yes. You
All right.
completed. You spent an hour removing the immobility. Everything else would have to be extra.
All right. Well, let's make this work. Hey, how many repair structure things could we have gotten repaired in the time, or non?
It took an hour to get the immobility fixed.
Okay, so none. That's not the word I wanted to hear. All right, friends, we're ramshackle over here. So what's the plan? Blast through them or fight it out?
Captain. Oh, Commander.
Target the moths. Remove their capability to immobilize us and hinder us further. After that, it's just making sure that damn mammoth doesn't get to us.
Well, y'all two got guns. Much better arranged than I am. You guys go for the flies. I'll keep that big guy busy.
Okay. Well, hey, pilots, it's your move.
They are pretty far.
You're
Yes,
very
sir.
far.
All right, I guess. Any of us want to go first? Who's got the best range capabilities? We can probably see if we can get some shots on him before he gets too close. Or
Oh, it's almost certainly me. That
well,
has
then
the
I
most
guess it's up
range
to you
gains.
first, then, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for how far I can move. But boom. Okay, there we go. Reactivate combat mode. Love that. Yeah. That's not very far at all. Okay. So, I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spin myself. Oh, come on. Something like that. So that's movement, and then sorry, I'm looking at the boost is just a move option, right?
It's a boost is something you can normally do, but you can also boost as a quick action.
Okay. I will boost as a quick action, so I can take another move. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to be able to reach them in any meaningful capacity. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by shooting out some turret drones.
Hell yeah.
Okay, turret drone, deploy turret drone. I believe I can do that within 3 or within 10, right? Oh, anywhere within sensors and line of sight. Okay, great. So sensor range 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Turk, I would love a turrety boy right there. And can you mark that one red for me?
Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
pull up a turret for me real quick.
Yeah, so Old Lace kind of rumbles forward and then pulls one of the mech skull turrets off of its hip. And it flies through the air, legs pop out.
Okay.
Big fan of the sound
is
effect, by the way. Big fan.
That's your full move?
Yeah, I think. Reactions. Yeah. That's as far as I can get, unfortunately.
Okay. Carrion Mammoth is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then turn a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think puts him about there. Figure it out. Either way, can't quite reach you just yet. I don't think. No. So 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it'll do that. It's going to rampage in a straight line, right through you. So I need you to make an agility save.
Okay.
Look at the D10.
So that'll be +0. Great.
Come on.
Be kind.
Babe.
Not kind.
Okay. You are going to take 6 kinetic damage as this thing just kind of bowls over you. And kind of sets you, like, just knocked aside as it's very clearly intent on getting a meal out of somewhere. Years of mechanized pilots in this place tell it that the meat's on the inside like a crab. Anyway, pilots, your go.
Shall I?
It's closer.
All
You
right.
go smack it.
I would be happy to. I'm gonna save my move action and do the old-fashioned. Nope, won't Valiant charge yet. It's not worth it. Or is it? I can't decide on whether or not this is worth it. Actually, I might be, because that would slow it. Actually, yeah, and I want to slow this damn thing. Hell yeah. We're gonna Valiant charge as a free action. So again, you're gonna see my shield's been destroyed from last round still. So just Virtue's just gonna spin the spear two-handed, point it forward like a lancer, and just power the thrusters on and skate forward at full speed. Horns blaring, challenge flaring, and mammoth scaring, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Gablow. First I Valiant charge. It's slowed, by the way, so hold that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and oh yeah, by the way, I get a 1 accuracy against immobilizer slowed targets. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with that solid accuracy for my melee attack on this thing. I'm gonna barrage to use my 2 mounts. Here comes my heavy melee weapon first. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay, yeah, no, that'll hit.
Cool. Damage for that's gonna look like. That's gonna be a solid 9 plus 1 is 10 for damage on that first one.
Okay.
And then for my secondary slot, I might as well go ahead and use the old shotgun. Yeah. That's gonna be 17 to hit on the flat die for another 6 damage.
Okay.
16 total damage as we see, like, you know, comes in, jabs the spear in, turns. It still has like the underslung guns from the underarm, even though shield is gone. Points under the in the bulk of it and just blasts 2 in it.
Yeah, this thing is definitely severely hurt by the initial strike as it like reels back up and you can get a shot into its large belly. Though it is going to enact its aggression trait, and I am going to roll a d2 here. So that is going to be 1 against Sim.
Oh, Valiant Aid, by the way. So I'm gonna hit it again as a free action since you know, Valiant Aid. It's someone that's not me, and it's marked with my Valiant charge.
It's going to put 17 into an attack against Old Lace.
Against my
Evasion.
evasion. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Please.
That is going to be 7 kinetic damage as it turns and quickly just throws a tusk into the side as it's like reeling in pain and just kind of spinning around.
And I'm within range of that?
Yeah. I think. Well, no, you're not. Sorry. That's not going to be another attack against. Sorry, it's a big model. I thought it was there. So this is going to be.
It's okay.
17 against Reiji and
That's gonna hit
Virtue
me.
then. Okay, so that will be 7 kinetic damage to you.
I can eat that.
Okay. And then there won't be a Valiant Aid since they didn't attack anyone else.
Yeah, no.
My go then. We'll have one of the carrion moths do a bit of a move. Since it can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then boost and hover. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to... What's its sensors? Not very far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't seem like it's going to be able to do anything but that. Yeah. Old Lace, it's going to shoot a stinger towards you.
Oh joy.
Yeah, no, it's fun that way, right? Ooh, critical. All right, 25. So
I'm gonna go ahead and brace.
Okay. That's going to be 1 electrical damage.
Crits don't do anything for enemies.
I know.
Okay. Wait, it's 1 electrical damage?
It's 1 electrical damage.
Okay, then I will. Doesn't matter. I will just eat that because I have 1 armor.
Okay. And you are going to be impaired until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
That's going to be its turn. So back to you guys.
I can go?
Anyone can go.
It's
Do you have
within
line of
range.
sight?
Yeah, it's
Leon.
flying. Right?
The moth is hovering.
So from where I'm at, I would be able to shoot it, or would I need to move?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 hexes. The measurement isn't accurate to the size of the hexes we have.
Yeah, I have range 20.
Yeah, no, absolutely then.
All right.
Take out
yeah.
the one that's targeting Old Lace. I'll target the one still outside.
Can do. I will use the Everest trait to get a free quick action and take a skirmish. Shoot it with my anti-material rifle.
Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Usually, I've heard.
That's 19 to hit for
Yeah.
9 armor-piercing kinetic.
Okay, yeah, no, that one is just going to drop.
Splat.
So I'll just mark that off as no longer amongst the living.
You'll hear Reggie tap in, just like, damn, old man, shot the wings off that thing.
But just had the rifle out, just ready and waiting, not even paying attention to the center, battlefield, the fight that's going on, just... And then full action to reload, and...
You should
Take 2 steps
move.
away. That way.
You might want to move
Yeah.
towards the exit.
Yes, but also not towards the big thing.
Oh, what's wrong with the big thing?
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna hold him up for as long as I can, boss, but
There.
he might still
All right.
run me.
So, my turn. Oh boy. This one is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this one's actually going to attack the turret here. It's going to make a tech attack against that turret.
E defensive 10.
Sweet. Let's see if it can do something about that. Ooh, a tech attack of 11. It's going to take 3 heat and be considered jammed.
has the option to give it jammed.
Oh, because I don't have you owning this one. I will change
Oh,
that.
like the turret, I don't think the turret can become jammed. It's not a mech.
Oh, well, the jammed conditions still would apply. Like, it's not. I guess technically not, but I'm looking for something here. Come on, you. It can't make attacks other than improvised attack, grapple, and ram.
Okay, for how long?
Until the condition is cleared.
See, that's the thing, though. It's a turret. It can't clear conditions.
I'd say you could use you could make a system check as it's your tool on your turn.
Okay.
To clear the condition.
Cool.
Now let me.
I can live with that.
Let me put that under your control. Anyway, that's going to be my turn. So back to you guys.
Top of the round. What's the call?
Yep. No.
No,
Hold on a
It's
second.
not the top of the round.
You're right.
Please.
I'm so
Excuse
sorry.
me.
My bad.
Excuse me.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm tripping. My fault. My fault.
I'm gonna go ahead and recharge to power up my thing because I want lots of mobility. And you said that this was not correctly proportional. What is it actually?
You'd count it really quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so it's almost proportional.
So I'm pretty much.
Oh, it is.
I've got the free boost from the overcharge. Going to use the.
You took your heat.
Yes, I took my heat.
Good.
I have the heat. Sorry, my brain. I lost what I was doing.
Bimbo hours.
Oh, I was gonna lead into a barrage. That's what I was gonna do.
Barrage it.
Barrage it. I don't know how much damage it actually needs to do to take this down, but I'm doing it.
No kill like
if-
overkill, baby.
You get the free boost, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you did an overcharge. Okay, yeah, barrage, do it the thing. Assuming you're within melee range with it.
Yeah, I am using the heavy charged blade that I have. And shoot. D6.
Ooh. Natural one is not gonna do it.
Oh,
You know what? It's fine. I've got 2 other attacks I can make.
That's what barrages are all about.
Exactly.
good old barrage.
Well,
I can attempt the swing down with the big blade. I can attempt the stab with the small blade.
Multiple blades.
Oops. That's not
I
the
don't
dice
think
I wanted
I-
to roll.
I don't think I've barraged
So
them
16.
16 is 16. Wait, what? Weird. Oh, the first one. Yeah, that will hit. That will meet its evasion.
Excellent. So. Do.
Oh, actually,
Eh.
never mind. You already missed on that attack.
What?
No, continue on. Never mind.
Okay. 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah. No. First attack clearly misses, but you use the opening to quickly stab, and 8 damage will exactly do you what you need.
Hey.
Blessing is the rifle.
On whom?
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Yeah.
Then I can just about face, and I think it is in fact within range, I can shoot the big thing. And I can do it through Old Lace, so Old Lace gets a bonus thing.
Old Lace, big mech, like goes prone and looks especially deer-like.
Every single 6 has been a 6.
All right. 17 on that is definitely going to get it for its structure. It was basically already there.
That's technically a 23, Captain.
Well,
Damn, son.
either way.
Right, because that's accuracy, right, Meg?
Yes.
Yeah.
20. Okay. Sorry. 23. Yeah, that'll hit.
DiMaggio, summoner.
One moment.
No, I don't want to wait a moment.
Well, that's really fucking unfortunate for you.
Yeah, get the fuck over it, boss.
4 damage.
Okay, that's still going to put it over its structure, so I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6. It's going to take a glancing hit and be impaired until the end of its next turn.
Oh, I love
So
that.
So it's a difficulty.
For Vermin, you are shrouded in a field of energy that it throws off targeting systems, giving you soft cover until the end of the next turn. I don't know how well that applies to this situation, but
I'll take soft cover against a mammoth.
You can
there it
soften
is.
my cover anytime.
End of your turn?
What do you think that means?
I don't
Sweet.
know. I have no idea.
Mammoth is going to take a second turn.
Bring it.
And it's going to do 2 things. One, it's going to move to this side of you, never leaving engagement. Oh, whoops. I'll spin this around when... Oh, there it is. I managed to figure it out. It's
So
going...
It's like an Overwatch. They just have to start a move within your Overwatch range.
Oh, cool. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna smash your fucking face in, buddy.
Now hold on. Now hold on. Now hold on.
Also, remember you're slowed, by the way.
I am slowed.
Hey, I would love to also Overwatch.
Yeah.
Babe.
Fight back! Fight back!
Oh, everybody
All
going
right.
into Overwatch.
Tell you what then. He'll just hit you with a tusk.
No.
No, come on,
It's,
you come into the
movement
move.
within Overwatch, right?
Into the move. Come on.
I'm making the best decision for the mammoth.
Baby.
Come on, you
Baby.
get to the move,
Okay,
jeez.
so we're all gonna hold each other to what we're doing and not allow any takebacks now. Is that what I'm understanding from my players right now? There's no
No, don't do
rephrasing
that.
anything you
Don't
say?
do that.
Oh.
Players get grace. GMs
Nah, come on.
have grace.
Okay.
Also,
take...
no. I feel like if this is like a pilot, I would recognize that. This is a beast. Would it be smart enough to think like, oh, I have to not move so as to not get hit by multiple things? Like, I mean, it's already tussling with your boy.
Okay. Then make your attacks.
Cool. Accuracy, by the way,
One.
because it's slowed. I only need one, boss.
I am making this impaired.
How's a 15 do to me?
15 will be its evasion.
Oh, sweet. I'd love to hit it really hard. I drop my dice all the time, unfortunately.
We've only been playing Lancer for over a year. Why would we know the rules?
Exactly, honestly.
Imagine reading the
I
system
don't
like
know
you're
the
playing.
rules, dude.
thought-
I just go into the ghost realm.
I had a fucking critical, except for the fact that I had a difficulty from that fucking impairment.
Oof.
We got Empache.
Alright, give me some damage, people.
Is a 16 a hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got 11 damage for you. You can hold on to that.
Okay. Reducing that down by its armor.
Also, I'm gonna, cause I just hit with an attack and I'm within range 10 of my, my turret. It's also gonna take 3 damage on top of my 2.
Turret's
Your
jammed.
turret's jammed.
Oh, my turret's jammed. Thank you.
So it's going to be 2 Sorry. And what were you talking about? That was the threat of 2.
It's threat of 3 pistol.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it started its move within
Yeah.
3 of me.
Absolutely. Cool. Cool.
Also, I love the idea that this this mammoth has just Tokyo drifted around Reiji.
Deja vu!
So there's 11 and 2. So 2's gonna get eaten by the armor. 11 gets struck down. Okay, cool. It's gonna line itself up. It's gonna try to hit Reiji with a tusk.
Come on.
20. Oh, also, you guys hit it, so it's going to take another swing at Reiji as it's moving with its aggression, because this is his second turn, and he's allowed to do those things when you're a mammoth. Yeah, it's just +1. 10 against your evasion. I'm assuming that's not going to do it, though.
That's a negativo, boss man.
Excellent. So its proper attack will come in this time. 19.
That's gonna do it.
Okay, so that'll be an additional 7
Cool.
kinetic. Then it's going to rampage, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ends up sharing a space with you.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I just want to check in. You did apply impaired for both of those attacks?
Let me roll a d6 for that 19.
I don't think it's going to make a difference for Reiji's evasion.
17 against your evasion.
Yeah, nah, still got it.
Just
Okay.
want to make sure that you're not forgetting
Absolutely.
that that's there.
I got you. So the rampage. I need both of you. Agility saves, please.
Agility
gonna be the 10.
save. Oh, how's a 12 do for you, boss?
12 will be a success.
That'll be a 4.
Ow.
Okay.
I'm gonna brace.
Okay, Old Lace, you're gonna take 6 kinetic, but halve that to 3. But you'll be bracing.
Reiji hops on Cobbs. Stick and move, babe. Stick and move.
It's got a whole load of elephant or mammoth parts in their system. So, end of the round. I'm gonna pull some friends from reserve. You know them, you love them. It's more moths and white vultures.
Can I ask, why is the mammoth parked on top of me?
Because it moves 6 in a line to
Like,
rampage.
I don't think it can share a space with me at the end, can it?
It just says move 6. I mean,
I think it would pop out the other side.
all right,
Either
then.
it pops out the other side or it's in front of me. I don't think you can share space with enemy units.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it moving through me, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a fucking mammoth.
If it can't stop when it's making a move, then it would have to just go to the closest near, safe place that it could stop.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Then it'll be on the other side as it finishes rampaging through you. And there's some more friends on the
I
other
should probably
side.
show those
So,
friends on the camera.
I've got
It's-
2
it's
mods
fine.
and vultures incoming.
Nah, damn it.
Hard to
Anyway.
practice. We'll be fine.
y'all
Keep
got
moving. Get
5
within
more
range of my
rounds.
turret.
5 rounds to reach that
Easy.
exfil.
5 rounds. They can do it.
So,
Y'all's turn.
clarified question. Is it at the end of the 5th round we would get picked up? Or if we arrive earlier? Does that matter?
If you get there earlier, you will have to hold out till the end of the now the 5th round.
No, don't go too quickly.
Alright. That's fine. I got target to worry about anyway.
Got
Big
yours.
enough. Who wants to go?
Boss, you're closest to the enemies. If you want to go.
In the herd?
See what we can do.
Little air superiority, as it were. You feel me?
Yeah, we got something going. What is the distance? Still about Is it about the same as what's on the map here, or?
It depends where you're drawing from. If you draw from the very
Mhm.
edge, it might be accurate. So
About the center.
16.
So,
Yeah, 16 spaces by my count.
one, two, three, four, five,
Just-
6, 7.
If you
Where's
only
your-
need to move 15 spaces to get next to it, then you're good.
Oh, with boost, I can only move 10. So
Oh.
let's see.
Oh, did you use your free boost as well?
Yeah.
Ah, fair.
Well, that was with my
Ah.
boost.
Tragic.
We're gonna get that moth.
Splat it.
You're free to try.
I'm gonna get that moth.
I have nothing but faith in you.
And that's a 19, baby.
Oh, that sounds like you're getting that moth.
That moth seems particularly got.
19 on the roll. What hit it if it didn't have the weave feature? Meaning the first attack against a moth in a round misses.
What?
It's the kind of NPC bullshit that you get in the back of the Lancer core rulebook.
So you mean to tell me? You mean to inform me? I just got
From
cap
all of
damage
us.
that I can't use.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
You hit it again.
No, I think that was move boost barrage.
Damn.
Or move
didn't
boost
barrage.
skirmish.
Mm.
Excuse me.
No, if we're not being nice to GMs, then I misread that. It's the first attack made as a reaction automatically fails. That will absolutely smack it if it's a regular attack.
Smack it.
So that one is taking 4 damage. It's not looking great.
I'm not saying we're not being nice to GMs.
Hey,
You
Turk.
give players grace, but GMs have grace.
Hey, Turk.
Right?
I'm gonna kiss your
Right?
face, by the way, real hard. Just, mwah.
Ah.
I love you. You're my
I
favorite.
know. No, you shouldn't say that in front of all the others. Exactly. Okay, anything else you'd like to do? You fired at that, and you hit.
Did I able to shoot again?
You got more guns?
No, I have knives and sword.
Oh, knives for days.
Heads up, Meg. You've got a +2.
Or mine's
Huzzah.
2. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a +2 to Meg and a +2 to Hoop.
Oh, I've had one of those for a
Oh.
while, actually.
Yeah,
Well.
who has had one? He
Someone
also had a
better do something.
-2, so I think that is all I
Oh,
can
I have a -2.
do. I can
Rude.
wait a minute. I can cast Mirage on somebody. That's a quick action.
Oh, an ear
Cast
call, I
barrage.
see. Yeah. All right, I'm on it.
There you go. Old days can
That's gonna
Mirage.
provide.
I know that the thing is right on top of you. However, it does scramble things, and it is shown
We ride
in
together.
previous episodes. It does
die
also
together.
affect animals.
Sorry, what are you using?
Mirage.
Oh, Mirage. Okay. What does that do?
Does this?
Scrambles the systems. It makes illusory images. Treats the character as invisible until the end of their next turn.
Yeah, sure. I mean, creating mirages in this case, yeah, sounds cool.
I'm gonna. He's gonna be a little dizzy boy,
A little dizzy,
maybe.
a little spinny.
Fact is, I know Meg has watched more of the past episodes than I have, so I trust them to know my past rulings. So, sounds
He used
perfectly
it against
good.
the glacier beast.
Yeah, if it can fool a glacier beast, it can fool a carnivorous mammoth. All right, so it's well, it's no longer impaired, but everyone is invisible. Or you're invisible
Just
to it.
Just old lace.
Okay. Cool. All right. End of your turn, beginning of mine. This mammoth is probably not long for this world, so might as well make the most of it while I can. It's going to do a tusking at Old Lace.
Okay, roll or flip a coin. If it's tails or 1, it misses.
Can I roll a D100, and if
That's
it's
fine.
if it's high, it misses.
hits.
Low.
If it's high, it hits. If it's low, it misses.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's keep dice the way that dice.
Yeah, I offered you my way, and you would have missed. So I'm just saying. But yeah,
Well,
high hits. So it will get an attack in.
I am still braced.
Ooh,
Valiant 8 rage, unfortunately. Sorry, love.
4
That's
on
fine.
on that hit, which is not gonna do it.
Oof.
Swing
That's
and a
it.
miss.
Absolutely. Though, I'll tell you what.
I imagine, like, as it comes in with the tusks, Old Lace just like palm on the forehead.
It gets stopped, and then it's going.
It's like, yeah, like drag marks along the ground.
It's going to do what it really enjoys doing and rampage. So it'll be scooching back over here on the pain bus.
Just fucking just back and forth thing. Just...
Look, it attacks in a straight line. I'm gonna do straight line things. So agility
Straight line,
save from
straight
both
line.
of you again.
I got an 11 on that agility check, by the way.
Ooh, okay. That will get you.
It's a 19, baby.
Oh, see, stick and move, babe. You got it.
Fucking, I do a little leapfrog over it.
All right. Yeah. No. That's gonna be the end of its turn. So back to y'all.
I mean, I'm fine dropping, trying to put the pain train on OG right here, but also, yeah. All right, let's do that. Solid. Actually, it's already exhausted this turn, and I know I can't get to any of the other guys. Dawn, do you want to see if you can go and get a shot on one of the further guys first before I go, and then I'll hang tight?
It gets 2 turns.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. All right. You're right. Fair enough. I'm dropping it.
Eek this fucko.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can bop it real quick. I'm gonna pop my my hyperspace fuel injector for an accuracy, if that's cool with everybody here.
Did you do that in the last fight?
So, the core bonuses come online between fights.
They do come online between fights. That's right.
You're right. They sure do.
Yeah.
Revving my old boy back up.
I'm trusting CompCon on that because
Yeah.
it also gave me my my like localized turret back, but not my 3-use turret.
I've got a 19 to
time
hit,
for-
by the way.
Yes, it does.
If you have
It
time
did
for
the
a full
same thing for
repair.
me.
If we had time for a full repair, it does.
Okay, so we didn't.
Ah.
So he doesn't.
Well, then I've only got
Well-
a 16 to hit.
We had time for a full repair, or if we did a full repair.
Both.
No, you're misunderstanding my question. Do we have to have done a full repair
Yes.
to get it back?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
a 16 will still hit though.
Hey,
Like, oh
I'll take
no, still it's well above 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be not as high as on damage roll. Only for a 7 damage this time.
Yeah, no, it's still a lot of damage. That's actually going to hit its HP cap for its second structure.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Which means, it's dead.
Oh, cool. Man,
How's
I'm
that?
racking up that megafauna kill count, baby. Let's go. Just imagine like Reggie flew up, like Virtue flew up as it kind of rampaged through. Kind of just turned around and like spot like dragged the spear down, cleaved in like mid head, dragged backwards for a bit, and then just pulled out as it slumped over. Flinging the spear to the side, blood and viscera falls on one side, spinning around a little bit. Damn, I'm getting good at this.
Okay, anything else you want to do in your turn?
Move would be great, actually. I didn't really use the free boost I get. Oh, I didn't get it. Sorry myself. I'm gonna go ahead and just move my full distance. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my move. So I'm right here.
You can move through me.
Oh, well, hey, what's up, baby? I'm over here. Dropping
Okay.
a little bop on the head on my way through.
Why don't we give...
Skate around one of the legs.
Why don't we give more, everybody?
'Cause I'm broke.
Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. It's going to try and hit you with a stinger. Legacy.
Oh, legacy. Okay.
Yeah, not y'all. 13
I was
against your evasion.
confused because somebody drew a line all the way back to Dawn, and I was like, oh,
It's going all
think
the
there's
way
hard
back.
cover happening there.
It's
No, I
going
think
from
that's Dawn
downtown.
shot. 13 against Legacy. It's evasion.
My evasion,
Oh.
10, so. give
Okay,
me-
so you take 1 electrical damage, and you're going to be impaired until the end of your next turn. Then it's going to try and impale your systems. So this is going to be against your E defense. 11 against E defense, which I'm...
You got me.
Okay. You are going to take 3 heat, and you're also going to be jammed.
Uh-oh.
So, impaired, jammed, and 3 heat, plus whatever you've taken before.
Can't say I'm digging this one too much, friends. And there's how many more around after this one? 4? Yikes.
Well, potentially more.
What's that? Why?
Because you had a carrion collar.
Oh.
And this is a holdout mission with a little bit of extra difficulty thrown in,
I thought...
which means the enemies just to get to keep coming.
No, I thought I meant like 4 more rounds. I didn't mean enemies.
There's at the end of this there'll be 4 more rounds. Yes.
Yes, that's
so that's its turn. So y'all can go again between the 3 of you.
I'll go last.
Okay.
Go for it, love.
Sounds groovy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Help me make sure that I've counted this right, because I think I've done it.
Looks good to me.
1, 2, 3.
But it's 15 squares to this hex right here, yeah?
17.
17?
Yeah, 15 would be about to this one.
It says 13
Straight
for
line.
me from
Okay,
there.
hold on. Let me
This one's 15.
allow me to pivot.
So if you measure from the back of your starting hex to the back of the hex that you're going to, that's pretty
then
much
it's accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot. See if I can make it then. So is that 16 or 17? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I can get one or the other. That's fine. They'll move. So I'm gonna have moved, and then I'm gonna barrage.
Barrage!
Barrage, you say?
We love a little barrage.
Barrage.
All
1,
right.
2, 3, 4,
Pieces, you
5,
say.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, fuck that. I'm not gonna barrage. I'm going to skirmish.
But barrage.
I'm still impaired till the end of my next turn. Yeah, but the thing is, I can't actually hit the other thing that I want to hit because it's too far away. I can spend the quick action to unjam my turret, though. Yeah.
Yes, with the system save.
Okay, cool. So starting with the mortar. Ooh. I see. I rolled a 19 to hit the... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta do 2 difficulty.
Oof.
A 16 to hit, aiming at this square, or hex. So I hit anyone adjacent to it, because I'm using mortar, which is blast 1.
Okay. And sorry, could you ping one more time where that is?
Boop.
All right.
So it
yeah.
hits
The
the
white
bird.
vulture.
Yeah.
Or the chicken is some con.
Big chicken.
We called it a turkey.
Big turkey.
We are
Big
past turkey
turkey.
season. Anyway,
That's-
19 will absolutely hit.
That's 5 damage, explosive.
Some people eat turkey at
Does
Christmas.
not enjoy that. Some
Sure it
people are
doesn't.
wrong. So it'll eat 4 of that with the 1 armor taking that down. Real quick, you were braced last round, right?
I can brace for free once per situation.
That's a very good rule to have.
It's great. I'm not gonna lie.
Killing it.
Heroism is once per scene. Sagarmantha can brace without sacrificing any actions or movements.
Big brace.
It's
How do you just do all of the coolest shit?
Hey.
Like,
I built very carefully. Yeah, and then I'm gonna spend my secondary action. I'll call this a quick tech for myself. And then you wanted a systems save?
Yes.
Okay. So that's gonna be +1. Fucking A! 3. Okay, so it's not unjammed.
Okay.
But I am no longer impaired, correct?
Yes, at the end of your turn, you are no longer impaired.
Nice.
Also, Meg, how long did the invisibility last?
End of your turn.
End of my turn. Okay, so I'm also no longer invisible.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to have the vultures capitalize on a downed opponent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to, on the way over, try to hit you with acid spittle, because it likes to do this thing where it's softening legacy up. 11.
Sorry, I gotta correct. End of the target's next turn.
Okay, yeah, you were. Don't worry about the mammoth anymore then. The mammoth doesn't have any more turns, so.
It's dead.
So I'm also no longer invisible generally. Great.
I'm
Okay.
being swarmed, oh no.
Yes, only a little bit. The vulture is going to attack you with acid spittle for 11 to hit.
You said an 11?
Yes.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 3 electrical damage, and you are going to be considered shredded. So if you had armor, that will no longer be a thing. It is then going to finish off this with claws that snatch.
Claws that bite and claws that snatch.
Oh no.
So it's going to be another 11 to hit.
Yep.
So 6 kinetic damage goes right through your armor.
Ouch.
How are you looking? Honestly, I feel like I just say these really big numbers and everyone's like, I'm fine. I'm like, you take 10 damage. You're like, good. I'm like, no.
I mean, that's just how I feel about life generally. Like, come at me,
mean,
nigga. I'm a fuck. I'm cool.
I'm at 3 out of 15, but I
Oh,
also haven't
ouch.
taken any structure damage, so.
Yeah, well, we can change that next round.
Well, I have paint job. Leave me alone.
No. That is the end of its turn, though, so back to y'all. So, I know that Legacy and Dawn have not gone.
Didn't Lexi go first?
I think so.
Yes, Legacy did go first. Sorry, it's just Dawn now.
All right.
No,
We're gonna-
oh yeah.
I went
okay.
at the end. I was the last person to act.
No, you were
No,
the first person to go in this round, and then it was Reiji, and then it was me.
Multi-enemy
Uh,
I got
I can
very confusing.
move, and then boost or quick action, and then quick action to skirmish and try and take out that far back bird. That should be within 20. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely within 20.
What if I did... No, kidding.
Anti-material rifle.
Well, that looks like material.
That's a big ol' 8.
Wait, you have +2 in chat. You have +2 in chat. You have +2 in chat. Use it. Use it.
+2 would make it a 10.
10 is exactly its evasion.
Oh!
For 6, not a great damage roll.
Well, that's still more than it took before.
It is armor piercing.
Indeed. That is actually really useful. Because that's almost about to knock it out. It's not looking great.
Lovely. Love to hear that.
On its turn, gosh, it'd be really nice if it could fly all the way in and harm people who've harmed it. But it will take the free meal where it sees one. So.
Right.
It's really, that one's hurting, so it's really just like supporting the, it's just here for support rather than, so it's going to acid spittle. 15, which is going to hit, so you take 3 more electric damage. Bypassing armor, because you're still shredded.
I have structure.
All right, roll your paint job first.
Looking for a 6.
Nope.
All right, roll me a structure, please. If this is your first structure, then just roll 1d6.
Glancing blow.
All right, so you are going to be impaired, which you already are, until the end of your next turn, which will be whenever you act next. So you'll clear both impairs
That
at
could
the
have
end
been
of your
worse.
next turn.
That could have been worse.
It will follow up with a claw, though.
Why must she hurt me?
Oh, because it's easy and does a lot of damage. 17 to hit will be 6 more kinetic damage.
Start of the next round, I would like to go first.
Sounds like it.
For
What you mean?
reasons.
This final round, we'll see the moth moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it is going to boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go right next to the jam turret. And it's going to try and dinger. Just want to make sure its sensors aren't in range. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. It's going to try and impale systems on Old Lace. So this is going to be against your E-Defense. 4 will absolutely not do it. So, it launches some nettles at you, and you're able to fight off the bioelectricity that attempts to fry your systems.
What a little nettle.
And top of the round. So you have 2 rounds, 4 more to get to the exfil. Or eliminate the enemies.
Well,
Let me start.
make it happen.
Kick it off.
So, let's walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she do the spinny. Oh. I spinny around the far corner. Oh. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I then am going to barrage.
Now, remind me really quickly, starting a move moving into threat range. Does that trigger an Overwatch?
Just starting a move within threat range.
Now, if it's part of their move to move within the threat range, that won't do it, though.
Nope.
Like, let's say you hit threat range at 3, and
I continued scooting. I think it's only if you start within
if
their
you
threat.
start. Okay. So just so you know, you are considered now engaged with the carrion moth. Hello.
Great, because the carrion moth is definitely engaged with me.
Oh, no, it evades engagement, actually. It leaves you at the altar every time.
That's rude. I would never do that to you, darling. Just know that.
Anyway, sorry. Continue with your turn.
Okay. Cool. So, what I'm gonna do here is a barrage. Let's check something about barrage. Oh, that's pretty fun. Cool. I'm gonna barrage. I want to measure some distances really quick. That's 5. That's 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, amazing! Great.
Shoot.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the old thermal lance.
Oof.
And so it's a 1d20. Okay. Roll. $16.
16 absolutely will hit.
Okay. Where'd it go?
Oh, I know
So-
this song.
That's going to be 7 energy damage to both the vultures.
Okay. 7 energy to both vultures. One of them is absolutely going to drop. Second one will get a little bit of armor out of that, but it does not enjoy it. That was very rude of you.
And have you been mentioning that the moths have armor?
The moths do have. No, I have not mentioned the moths have armor because they don't.
That would
That's
make me a
tragic.
liar.
Love to hear that.
I look like a liar to you, vermin.
Okay, so the moth that's closest to Brave Leader Victoria is going to take 2 kinetic damage. And then the one that is closest to me is going to take Sorry, that's a 17 to hit and 15 to hit. I assume those both hit.
Absolute. No, 15 won't hit.
15 won't hit. Okay, so the
Plus 2 in chat.
monsters mean-
Plus 2 in chat. Plus 2. The plus 2. The plus 2.
There's a +2 in chat. Wait, I'm actually no, I'll take the +2 in chat to make that a 17.
There's a
And it's a 2 damage to
We
the
all got
other
'em.
moth as well.
Yeah, failed to them out. They were thrown out to everybody. It's
Everybody got a little. I'd love to hear it.
I see Make Foxy Foxier and Megan and Leon getting +2s from fail.
If it's
Oh.
not, then I will re-roll. Because that is
No, you're
what
right.
my
It's fair.
NHP does.
I missed it.
No, it's all good. If you re-roll, absolutely make a Mimi reconsideration check.
Okay. And I'll do that in here.
Reconsideration check is cute for some reason. I don't know why.
It's a 14. No dice.
Oh,
Okay. Close. But yeah, no, it will. The second one will evade. But 2 damage to the other one doesn't make it feel very good.
Yeah.
Okay. End of your turn.
Yeah, so that was the rifle comes up, just like a line of heat scoring across all of them. I'm pretty sure that's all I have room for. Confirm.
Yeah, I think so.
Great. Sorry, I'm making sure CompCon has my heat and everything.
No worries.
And I'm not going to overcharge here because it will be 1d6 worth of heat, and that could stress me. Don't need it yet. Cool. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Moth nearest to you is going to try and hit you with a stinger. But also let me roll a d6, see if it gets its thing back. It does! Oh, that's fun. So it's going to try and stinger you and impair your systems. So here comes the impair. 10 versus your E defense. I assume that doesn't hit for attacky versus yourself.
E defense is 9.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. You're going to take 3 heat, and you are going to be jammed.
Hate that.
Which I can mark for you. Then you're going to get a stinger. Ooh. I didn't want to do anything called commandy. So stinger is a +1 accuracy. All right, cool. Just gotta read my notes here. 8 again. Oh, sorry. Whoop. I went to the top of the chat. That's going to be 14.
That hits.
Okay. That is going to be your 1 electrical damage, and you're impaired as well.
If it doesn't do damage, does it still impair me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's then going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. So it can be away from potential enemies, maybe, just for a little bit to strike in later. El's turn.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Moth. See that
Uh,
you're trying to hide over there.
you want that one, friend?
I got it. We got this.
All you.
I am, yeah. Just gonna skirmish. With the Bolt Nexus weapon that I don't know that I've ever used.
I love Nexuses.
Next eye.
19 to hit.
Nexuses.
19 absolutely will hit.
1 point of damage. Energy damage.
Yeah. He'll take that 1 point.
But it is now locked on. So I will overcharge. Take my D3. Wherever 6s are. Wherever D6s are. Nope. Flash roll 1D6. So I take 2 more heat. Or 2 heat, period. I don't think I've taken any heat yet. And then skirmish again with the same weapon, but now that it's locked on, it is Seeking, Smart, and Reliable 4.
Okay.
So it's just Reliable 4 energy damage.
Yeah, no, that's going to hurt it a whole bunch, and I don't appreciate you hurting my moth like that. It's just trying to cause you stuns and jams and all the annoying parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what the heck? Anyway,
I'm so sorry. That moth? I didn't realize reliable always hits even if you miss.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that moth should have also taken 1 more damage.
Okay. It's still up, but it looks a little bit worse.
Okay, cool.
My
I don't read
last,
good.
last quick action is going to be using Dominion's Breath. I hate that word. I can't say it.
Bread.
Dominion's bread.
Dominion's bread.
Breadeth.
Onto the CO. So Legacy will have Overshield 1, and if that Overshield is lost for any reason, it does a burst 2 electrical pulse of 2 AP energy damage.
Okay.
That's it.
All right then. Well, we're gonna do that, and on their turn, we're gonna have the White Vulture handle Legacy. I can do this. I'm a clever boy sometimes. 2 plus 1d6. Claws are such a thing. 13 is going to hit, so it's going to take. Legacy's going to take 6 more damage, but that armor is going to do a thing.
There's 2 AP energy damage and a 2 radius pulse. And they both got to make an engineering save or become impaired until the end of their next turn.
Oh, well, the moth up there isn't going to have to worry about that, but the fella here absolutely will make an engineering save.
How does a moth make an engineering save?
Well, the moth is dead.
Don't you stop worrying about its credentials. You don't know what kind of schooling it's done.
So the white vulture
Yes, I
will
know.
get a critical, even with a -2. It's going to be an 18 against your save target, which I'm assuming is going to make it.
So close. It was a save of 10.
And then it's going to acid spittle against both of you because it shoots that in a line. So 13 against both of your evasions. I know that's absolutely going to hit Legacy for another structure, which I feel real bad about, but I must do. System trauma. Ooh, that's a 1. Which is going to be a weapon. So we'll just take off the assault rifle, I think.
You roll a d6 for every point of structure that you're missing.
Ooh, okay.
it'd be
So
2.
just to see if we can get worse than a 2, I like your style. Okay, yeah, no, it's still going to be a 2. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lowest value. All right.
Yeah.
So the assault rifle and whatever was on that is Gonzo.
Oh no.
Which isn't good for your commander. Losing 2 structure doesn't feel very good.
I imagine not.
How much damage was it?
That was that is 3 electrical, and you're considered shredded now.
Gravity armor.
Oh, well, you're gonna be shredded anyway.
It doesn't shred your armor. Now you're just,
It shreds your confidence, though.
Come at me. Come at me.
Anyway, y'all's go. 2 things. Sorry.
I think it's Reggie's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Technically here.
I'm gonna just go murder
Good.
this one, I guess. Cause that's the thing I can do. And I'm a stab it real hard. Is the game plan? Yeah. How's a 16 looking?
16 is exactly its evasion.
Oh, that's perfect. Exactly what I need. That I dropped the die
Oh.
again.
Don't even bother going for it until later. It has 1 HP
Cool,
remaining
sweet,
and no
die.
armor. So, yeah, absolutely. You quickly move up and stab at this thing till it ceases to function.
And then I'm a boost.
Okay.
4, 5. I'm up here with it now. How you doing, folks? Ready to make shit happen, like the way I always do. And I think that's your boy's turn. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Okay. You can hear increasing of numbers of megafauna coming in around the area, but you also hear the whir of engines as well on the horizon. So you think if you can take out this vulture, you can get to that mission.
Oh,
You can get to that
goddamn,
exit.
about time.
You still getting like, I hope you're ready for a hard exfil.
Hope you're ready.
Oh, I'm
Hey.
always ready, baby.
You just hear a burst of static, and the camera like goes inside the cockpit for a sim, and she's just like got a fire extinguisher, just like.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, those carrion
it's-
moths don't
it's-
fuck around.
She's jammed. I can't probably do anything this turn, so if you think you can take out this, if either of you think you can take out this
I can get them.
void, hit it.
Please, darling. All yours, Leon. Have fun.
Oh, sure try.
I'll follow you up. Like, powering up thrusters. Just like, yeah, I'll follow you in.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something that I don't think I have done yet, which is barrage, because I don't shoot my weapons ever.
Barrage.
Shooting is cringe.
That's why I stab a
We're
lot
gonna
of
go with an
things.
assault rifle for a 13 to hit.
Yeah, 13 will hit.
Liable to.
reliable too. Well, all right, fine.
A bolt nexus for a big old 5 to hit.
Oh,
Poofy poofy.
5 won't do it.
You know what? Nah, the rest of you are coming up. Just peppering this thing with the assault rifle, just sprinting towards the end.
Oh no, that's a bolt nexus, not your assault rifle. My B.
Yeah.
well. Is it got a turn?
It does have a turn.
Oh.
And it can do similar things, but I think it's going to. No, it won't, because moving is bad.
Moving is bad.
Shit. Turk's caught on to us.
No, he's figured it out.
It is going to acid spittle. 14 against evasion.
Yeah. Evasion 10.
3 electric damage, no resistances, and then claw against your commander for 13, which will hit. Take another 6 off. Not looking great. End of its turn, though. Back to y'all.
All right, I guess that means it's
Move closer.
Nah,
Got it.
I'll break it. Yeah, all right. Here comes the fun.
Here
Huggaboop.
comes the boy.
Hello.
Hello, boy.
Hello, grown man.
That's-
Greetings, taxpayer.
All right. Well, here comes the
Damn it.
main weapon first for a 11 to hit.
11 will hit.
That's cool. That's gonna be 11 damage. Look at that.
Okay. Yeah. It thing's going down.
Cool.
Conveniently, it's just around the same time that the half Nelson is making a touchdown. You catch Phoenix much more clearly now. Move or lose it, people. I got things bigger than this, looking like they want to make me a snack.
Fucking timing's impeccable. God damn it. On the boat, people. Let's move.
I don't know, but we could take him.
Oh yeah, sure. Put it on your wall, or maybe your grave.
Getting on. Like,
Alas, Leon.
grab
Perfect.
one
Whatever you're
arm
trying to
of
scream,
the,
we're missing.
Grab one arm of the CO and just kind of drag Legacy along.
I want to hear what Vermin is screaming because it feels like it's funny and I can't tell.
And I'm literally just going psh, psh, psh.
Look at fire extinguisher sounds.
Not fire extinguisher sounds. Like I'm jammed, so all you're getting is static.
Fair enough.
So
She's hitting the comms button.
I will say this:
On the weapon.
y'all can hobble, make your way onto the half Nelson as you get the carrier on just in time as a group of more megafauna are converging on your point. Carrier and color, of course, destroyed. They'll gather, probably fight each other, and then bug out or continue on their merry ways. But for the moment, you are all on a safe trip back to Yin, aboard a somewhat cozy fighter, mech carrier.
Well, that was eventful.
Oh, shit. And I'll
You
say,
couldn't handle.
I didn't know they built those things that big.
Yeah, well, we've dealt with bigger today, huh?
Is that a dick joke? Is he making a dick joke?
I wish I was making a dick joke.
No.
All right, well,
Let's get home.
Next stop, Yin. Your fucking pleasure.
Alright. Yeah.
I got a report from the captain, though. Inohara wants you to talk to Yilva. Apparently, she's got some clan rep there to speak with you about your findings.
Oh, good. That actually saves us a step.
Yep. Well,
Could could you radio ahead and let them know that there are potentially some civilians coming into town who have been frozen for a millennium?
Damn. Hell of a popsicle.
They seem nice.
Oh, well, friendly popsicles then. Yeah,
Let's
no,
just-
I'll let the captain know, and he'll get word through the chain. We'll see about setting that up. Probably have to, make sure that gets cleared yourselves, though. Part of the debriefing process, what I hear.
Let's just get dried off and get some rest at dock. Then we'll
I
see about
mean-
averting a war, maybe.
Oh, only averting a war.
Averting a war? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
It sounds like you all need to chat. I'm just going to hit this handy-dandy mute exterior mic
Good call.
button, and
Good call.
yeah, you'll just get that nice drop ship back to Yin.
We get a good ending shot of like when an anime argument, like heads butting together of Reiji and Sim for a brief bit.
Yeah, I love that.
Because of course it's
Yeah.
A proper bonk and yell.
proper.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The number dial, like the pound signal coming out of the ship in a text bubble. Yeah. Anyway, as you all touch back down in top of your hangar, as prescribed to you by the Yin Council, I think now would be a perfect time for us to end. One, of course, pilot, you've of course earned several times over a license level 2.
License level 3?
No.
Ah!
We had to try. We had to try. Worth the shot.
And next we join, you'll have to debrief and figure out what the heck's actually going on. Because you got some information, and maybe you can put together some pieces, and maybe try to anticipate the enemy's next move. But we'll see what happens, because, if I recall, Reiji, you're feeling a mighty bit nano-peckish.
Yep. Right about now, I figured.
You should have been rolling with accuracy this whole time. But larger point being, that's going to be where we call it this session. So thank you all for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and let my wonderful group of players here tell you where you can find more of their excellent work as we sign off. And yeah, just that's going to be about it. So, who, if you wouldn't mind leading us off here?
All right. I, of course, am Andrew. I played Leon Holtz tonight, mech with the mech of Dawn's First Light, who's about to get a big ol' upgrade. But like I said, you can find me at the Lost Caravan RPG. We have a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel, which we upload all of our streams to. We got just so many games. Tomorrow we're playing Mouse Ritter. On Thursday we're playing Delta Green. On Friday we got some D&D 5th edition. I think the month is almost entirely full of games because I'm an insane person and I do this to myself. But I enjoy it. That's it?
Oh, wait, then that makes it me again. Hey, friends, what's up? I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite fox. I'm Philly's finest, and I can be found on Twitter at Young Foxy. It's YUNGFOXXII. Used to be underscore in there, no underscore anymore. Don't worry about it, not super important. Next place you'll see me is unfortunately not tomorrow, but actually you'll see me, oh man, I don't even know when. Next Wednesday, probably. Next Wednesday will probably be the move. You'll be seeing me over right here in the Lights Roleplay for the return of With the Will, my Digimon-inspired Animon story campaign. It's super fun and a lot of wholesome, and there's some cool childhood self-discovery shit happening. It's big vibes. Other than that, other cool things to know about me are that I hang out in CD here at Neon Lights Roleplay, make a bunch of awesome things that awesome people get to show off their awesome work for. So please look out for a lot more coming out for us next year. There's a whole bunch of new campaigns coming on, including our 4 new GMs we just brought on board. A lot of great work coming from us, and that's kind of it for me, other than I wrote a game. It's called Starbright. It's like a magical girl game meets Green Lantern. Look out for it on itch pretty soon, because it's done. So that's a thing. See you guys soon, and bye.
When are we gonna see you over on the Lost Caravan?
Whenever you want me, I suppose.
Always. Always
Okay.
is the answer to that question.
All right, well then we'll talk. I got you.
Vermin.
That's me. Hello, everybody. My name is Legendary Vermin. You can find me as Legendary Vermin on all the places on the internet that matter, which is Itch, Twitch, Tumblr, YouTube, and as long as it lasts, Twitter. Keep an eye out for things from me. Over this next month, I have next Wednesday, I'm going to be in that episode of With the Will. Beginning next month, on I think the first Monday of the month, which will be the 2nd, you can nurse that extended New Year's hangover by hanging out with me and a bunch of other fine folk as we dive into the world within you, which is going to be Void Heart Symphony right here on Neon Lights Roleplay at 5 p.m. Pacific. I am really excited about this game. It has been more than 6 months in the making, but more than like 2 years in the making. I think if we're actually measuring by real person time, it's gonna be great. Expect Persona, expect Jet Set Radio, expect very cool people, one of whom is a cat.
Gonna fuck so hard. I literally can't stress how hyped I am for that campaign. I fucking
Thank you. Besides that, I am also in the process of releasing a game. Keep an eye out on Twitter, Tumblr, and Itch if you are interested in mecha games that are like Lancer but have a slightly different focus. I am in the process of releasing No Amount of Armor, which is my game of Razor's Edge mecha gameplay. Keep an eye out because sometime this month I am going to open up a playtest server and allow people to join us in exploring what this game can and will become. So keep an eye out for that if that sounds at all interesting to you. I think that's all I got. Also, if you... When do you want to have me on Lost Caravan?
Uh-huh.
And how early of a version do you want? That's the question. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Well, given that I am next because I'm taking full repair right now, and that's totally fine and fair. I am, of course, Turk or TurkAccented on Twitch, and Twitter, and whatever Twitter alternatives you wish to pursue. I have the distinct honor and privilege of being your commander of NPCs and instigator of silliness. Maybe, sometimes, probably not. Facilitator for this game, where I have a bunch of really talented people that I've tricked into being a part of this ongoing story. Anyway, important things that matter for next steps. If you like me, in the words I say in my general face being on your screen, first off, consult a doctor immediately. Secondly, if you wish to continue this affliction, you can of course catch me this Thursday over on Lost Caravan, where I will be playing as an agent in a Delta Green game, which I'm super excited for. I have been running that game for months now. This is my chance to actually be a player. I'm real excited. I'm a Jesuit priest. I'm a former Navy SEAL. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff and divinity, and is God actually dead, or did we kill him? Well, I killed some gods, I don't know. Anyway, beyond that, Lancer on Sunday, we're the Carrier Trade Baronies, I'm God, it's great, that's all you need to know. Then Monster Care Squad on the 12th, Through the Breach on the 13th, where I might kill all the party again, who knows? I keep putting a gun at people's heads, eventually I'll pull the trigger. Then on the 14th for Icon, where I'm a great fool. Usually, sometimes, I don't know. Everything explodes around me, and it's great. With plenty more exciting things to come, especially as we head into the new year, as an old story gets sung once more. Anyway, thank you so much, literally, so much for joining us. It means the world that you continue to support us or have just recently joined us. Of course, you should join in the Discord in Neon Lights here if you want to continue to get updates about the story for this campaign, as well as many others, clearly, as has been spoken of here. Of course, also check out Lost Caravan, because that's another amazing group. I look forward to a lot of great synthesis between those two going forward. At least in my schedule. Yeah, just remember to keep being a good person, because, you know, even if you think you're living in paradise, there's always ways in which you can improve the world. Sure, like as it was said today, the situation can be better, but it has some problems, and that needs you to fix it. So, if there's anything you can take away from this session, keep fighting the good fight, pilots. I'll see you on next deployment. I almost want to say like Keela Salai, but you know, I'll see y'all around next time. Have a good night.